Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 395. Number 395 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Man, let me tell you, I just think every day I wake up, I feel more and more optimistic that Donald Trump is president. I'm sorry I have to lead in with that in today's show. I'm sorry, I have to. Let me tell you something, folks, and I'll get into the markets in just a second. It just seems to me that I finally feel that we have a president that's in charge and that isn't being controlled by a bunch of bureaucratic nitwits and technocrats. I mean, this is a man who's doing his own goddamn thing. And as far as I'm concerned, we on the Trump train, we in the capitalist army, we can't just stop and bask in the success. We got to continue to support Donald Trump. We need to continue to expose the hypocrisy, the lies, and all the slanderous nonsense that is attempted to be put forth by the mainstream media. All right? We have to continue going, folks. And let me tell you, they're trying to silence us. I mean, they're slowly trying to take away internet freedom from us. They're trying to call some of us, quote, fake news. I think that's what they're trying to call Infowars.com, a couple of other independent media sites. Well, we can't let them do it, folks. You understand that? I mean, they are trying to make it seem as if the Donald Trump team is in complete disarray. They don't know what they're doing, yada, yada, yada. Don't believe these goddamn pieces of garbage on the mainstream media. Do not believe these people. These people are lying their asses off. And for these people to sit here and call out anybody as fake news is just unbelievably laughable. I'll tell you that right now. It's unbelievably laughable. And I'm telling you, I just can't stand these people on the mainstream media. I can't believe these people can sleep at night. I can't believe how can these people look at themselves in the damn mirror and not just literally want to puke up on the reflection there? I'm serious. I mean, soulless cash whores. Soulless. Don't get me wrong, folks. I'm a capitalist, okay? But I'm not going to sit over here and deliberately lie to the American people knowing that there is some kind of mischievous, underhanded plan at hand. Hence, the lamestream media with Hillary Rotten Clinton, for Christ's sake, man. They were in the tank for Hillary Rotten Clinton the whole goddamn campaign. And now that their candidate is lost, look at what they're doing. And the reason, folks, and we talked about this yesterday, the reason the lamestream media had a damn near fit because Donald Trump didn't invite them out for lunch or for dinner or whatever the crap is, I mean, the media expects these candidates or these politicians to act on their behest because these media folks believe that they own the candidate because they believe the candidate needs the media in order for them to survive, in order for them to sustain their political career. So that the media has had this over politicians for a long period of time, folks. It's beyond obvious at this point in time. It's beyond obvious. And as far as I'm concerned, we have won the battle, but we have not won the war. And as far as I'm concerned, folks, we have to continue to support Donald Trump wholeheartedly. And let me tell you, I'm not going to blindly support this man if he's not going to come through on his campaign promises. I mean, I'm not some goddamn long-haired, bedwetting hippie liberal out here that completely forgot when goddamn Barack Obama was out here mouthing off all kinds of change and yes we can and and then forgot about it when this guy just decided to go out and extend wars and decide to have this pro-Islamic policy, this ridiculous destabilize the Middle East policy. I don't know what kind of policy he had, but whatever it was ridiculous. But, I mean, I'm not one of those, all right? I am not one of those people. If Donald Trump doesn't fulfill his obligations that he promised on the campaign trail, well, then, by God, I feel as though that we're going to have to hold his feet to the fire. But, look, as far as I'm concerned, he's barely in, a week and a half, 2 weeks, going to go on 2 weeks here. This man has already drained the swamp, all right? He has directed Mike Pence, as we said yesterday, to literally fire all the people that are related to the Trump campaign that are lobbyists, all right? I mean, just get these lobbyist bastards out of here. And on top of which, folks, anybody who is being vetted for a potential cabinet seat or any kind of position in the Trump administration, they have to write, I'm assuming put in writing, that they can't lobby in Washington for 5 years after they're no longer employed for the Trump administration. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, baby. I mean, drain the swamp. I mean, that's the essence of it. And I'm telling you, when the press freaked out when he didn't take them out to dinner, they're not used to that. They're used to controlling a candidate. They're used to controlling a candidate. They're used to a candidate being dependent on them because they know, at least once upon a time, the mainstream media used to be able to carve out the narrative of the candidate. It can make or break a candidate. Not anymore, folks. Not any goddamn more. Not with the advent of the internet. Not with those of us in the internet media, because I legitimately think what we are doing here is legitimate media. I'm talking bloggers. I'm talking independent media outlets, Breitbart.com, Drudge Report, which is a news aggregate site, of course, Infowars.com. I mean, I'm telling you, folks, this is literally what won Trump the election. It was this grassroots, this digital grassroots, that won Trump the election. And that's why these lamestream media jerkasses, with all due respect, cannot believe that their days are numbered, that they are no longer needed to obtain a narrative, for Christ's sake. They don't dictate the narrative anymore. No matter how many times they lie, no matter how many times they edit stuff to make it look like something that it wasn't, it doesn't matter. People are starting to wake up. We got the advent of the internet, for Christ's sake, all right? We got the advent of the internet. Anyway, folks, I didn't mean to get off on that little bit of a tirade there, but it just goes to show you that Donald Trump is starting to fulfill the obligations that he put forth in his campaign. And it's good to see a candidate fulfill some of these things right off the bat. And by God, look at all the people in the international community bowing down to Trump. The only ones that aren't is China, and the only reason China is getting somewhat uppity is because they know that their gravy train, or I should say rice and gravy train, is about to go away. I'm serious. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised if people in China right now are bumping, a new rendition of Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby. It's rice and gravy to go. Rice and gravy to go. I mean, they have been banking on us for goddamn too long, and Donald Trump's going to put an end to that, and that's why they're not too happy about it. That's why they are not too happy about it, because they know that whatever trade deal that is allowing us as America to send $550 billion a year to China is going to come to an end. All right? And as I stated, Donald Trump is going to utilize Mexico against China. And as I stated, the reason they're going to do that is because Mexico's just right down south of the border, baby. All right? Right down south of the border. And lo and behold, folks, that the expense that it takes to ship goods from China here to the United States, that shipping cost is cut at least to a very small fraction, I would think, by just shipping the goods from Mexico into the United States. Moreover, any potential labor, because, these Chinese, they work their people in slave labor type wages. Mexico can still offer a livable wage to the factory workers, which will, of course, be offset by the decreased cost in shipping. And, folks, now that we have domestic oil, this discovery out here in Texas, it's unbelievable. $900 billion worth of oil estimated. Not to mention, about a few months ago, they discovered a whole other oil deposit out there in Alaska. So we're ready to domestically produce our own energy. And if we could do that, the cost of shipping from Mexico to the United States gets cheaper and cheaper. So I know exactly what Trump's doing as far as an economic perspective is concerned. And let me tell you, China ain't stupid. They know that's what's going to happen. And they can't compete. You see, they've been trying to they've been trying. They've been devaluing their currency, all right? They've been devaluing their currency here, and what that does, it prevents any American companies to compete in the Chinese market. You understand what I'm saying? The Chinese market is a huge market. It's 1 billion people. But, I don't think anybody really analyzes what the Chinese market is. Even though they're starting to incrementally get a level of economic freedom, and it's very, very small. They're just appeasing their population with entertainment and electronic widgets. Seriously, that is legitimately all the Chinese culture is. All right, electronic widgets and entertainment. All right, that's how the Communist government of China is appeasing these people. Now, you have to take a look at how these people spend their money. They don't spend it very often. They're very nifty type of folk. Anyone who has spent time in China will tell you this. And this is why I'm saying I think that people give too much credit to this market. Yeah, okay, great. There's 1 billion people in that market. There's 1 billion people in India, too. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of putting China on a pedestal as if they are supposed to be the model of the world. Because, folks, let's be honest. This globalist, it's no longer a conspiracy, but what they used to call a globalist conspiracy, they want China to be the model of the world. That's exactly what the globalists want. What you were witnessing right now in China, that's the model that they want on a national or an international scale. And, of course, the model is that they've integrated government with the corporations, because that's, who owns the corporations in goddamn China? The communist government. All right, the second and third generation assholes that were hanging out with Mao in the 10,000-mile march, okay? These are the people that are now the corporation owners, the billionaires. These people. Isn't that ironic? This is the second or third generation of Mao Zedong's 10,000-mile march, and for you folks that aren't, very well aware of history, well, maybe that's why we're here in America at this point. But the 10,000-mile march, folks, was an attempt, and a very successful attempt, obviously, by Mao Zedong to infiltrate China with communism, because at the time, China was going through a nationalist awakening under the leadership of Chiang Kai-shek, and Chiang Kai-shek was actually rather successful. He was rather successful. He allowed the capitalists to come in. The capitalists built the railroads. We built the factories. We basically created the infrastructure of China. And then guess what? All right? Guess what? We got Japan wanting to come in and make war with China. You got you got the communists coming in with Mao Zedong and all these peasants with the 10,000-mile march. And it's just this huge cluster F, for a lack of a better term, that literally gave Mao Zedong the leadership of China. And guess what? When he took it over, guess what he took? He took over the railroads that we built. He took over the damn factories that we built. And you know what he did? He tried to sit here and say, I'm an anti-capitalist. Yeah, shut up, Mao. Stupid idiot. And FYI, Mao Zedong, I'm not sure what STD it was. I think it might have been the herpes or something. Anyway, he had like herpes or warts or something of that nature. And he was so revered in his simple country of China that women would not only sleep with the great leader, but they would proudly wear their STD in showing that they were once with, intimately, Mao Zedong, for Christ's sake, man. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, look, I'm sorry to go off on this diatribe, folks. It just needs to be said. I don't want to be a part of this globalist nonsense, all right? I mean, I'll just get into it later. Let's get to the markets, folks. It's a helter-skelter market, to say the least, if you take a look at the day's charts. I don't know what the investors are thinking, but there's a lot of money to be made, folks. A lot of quick liquidity out here if you're, once again, pattern trading, day trading. Lots of liquidity to be made out here. Now, unfortunately, I woke up a little late this morning because I just didn't feel like getting up, man. I mean, I've just been a little overworked, and I just felt like, look, I'm going to sleep in a few hours and just try to get some rest, clear some cobwebs, try to, get some things out of my head. And, any trader would be like, oh my God, you're gonna lose some opportunities, guys.
The first place to stop and the best place to shop is Kohl's Black Friday. Stores open Thursday at 6 p.m. with incredible Black Friday doorbusters. Get the PlayStation 4 or a 49-inch 4K HD TV for just $249.99. The Fitbit Alta is $99.99. And get $19.99 toys. Plus, only once a year, everyone gets $15 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. Kohl's. Select styles. Hours may vary by location. Doorbusters valid while supplies last or until 1 p.m. Friday. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Well, folks, I mean, sometimes you got to take some time for yourself, because if you overwork yourself, it could be a potential problem, all right? But anyway, I woke up a little late this morning, and I caught the markets, and it was kind of like on the downside, which was very interesting. And then I caught a stock really, really quickly on the big board that was, gaining, dramatically. It was a really, really massive increase on this particular stock, and it was Semiconductor Technologies, symbol SCON. Now, folks, I got in on this at about 11 a.m., all right, and I probably got in about about 2.5, maybe a little over 2.5 is what I got it on. And I held it because there was something funny about the market here. I just felt that there was something funny about the market. And literally, I wasn't doing a massive amount of trading. I basically kind of bought, I wouldn't say big, but I bought somewhat of a chunk on this and kind of rode this. And I was going to ride it until about after lunchtime, which I usually always tell folks that during lunchtime there's a little bit of a lull in the market. And then after lunch, these guys get back on Wall Street and just start trading like a son of a bitch. I mean, that's not always typical, but that is a factor. You got to remember all these factors. And by God, man, I don't know. Are y'all looking at this chart? I mean, wow, baby. Oh my God. Anyway, folks, for you folks that are unaware, you're not seeing this. I mean, I'm I'm kicking myself that I didn't even wake up early in the morning. I could have caught this at obviously a $1.30. I could have bought this at $1.25. Like I said, I got in at about 2:30 about 2.5, a little over 2.5. This goddamn thing, all right, went up to about $4.50 within like a couple of hours. I mean, good God. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, folks. All right? I mean, I'm telling you that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my God. Let me tell you something right now, man. I mean, I made a lot of money. As a matter of fact, I actually tweeted this stock as it was going higher, as it was going on this initial humongous spike upwards from about 12 noon up until about 1 p.m., all right, right before 1 p.m., about 12:45. I tweeted about it, and hopefully some people got in. Now, I did get tweets from people that state that, hey, I'm glad I got in. What a ride. Thanks a lot. So on and so forth. So I'm glad that there are folks that are, listening into the tweets and that are like, all right, I'm gonna use Ghost as a tip here to see where I can sniff out some profits. And hey, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. And with that being said, I've got people asking me, well, are you going to do that morning show? I mean, let me tell you, I'm still considering it, man. But I don't even have enough freaking time for myself. All right, like I said, I literally woke up this morning. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to sleep in. I'm just going to, I need the extra rest. It made a difference to me. I feel a lot better. All right, I don't feel as under enough pressure. The day kind of, it kind of went very well, very smoothly for me and that sort of thing. So I can attest to the fact that a little bit more rest does help. But let me tell you something right now, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that, folks. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I would like to do, somewhat of a morning show for folks that are partaking in the markets. Some kind of a raw show where I'm like, hey, look, I've got some activity going on over here. All right, symbol SCON. Oh man, look at the wave here. Everybody catching the wave. That sort of thing. I would love to do that, man. I just don't have enough goddamn time in the day. And I know there's a lot of people that say that. They'll pay a monthly fee for it, and I appreciate that. Believe me, I appreciate that. But man, I just don't have enough time in the day. I'm serious. I mean, I will attempt to try to do something, but I've got so many things to do. I got a lot of businesses. I got this show. As a matter of fact, this show actually puts a lot of strain on my other business ventures and my personal life. But the reason I continue to do it, folks, is because, first of all, I came back for Donald Trump. Secondly, Donald Trump is elected president. And thirdly, we got to make sure that we all continue to make America great again and not fall asleep at the damn wheel. Because these leftists sure as hell aren't. So anyway, if you're checking out this chart, look at that beautiful, look at that beautiful chart there on SCON. Unbelievable. Anyway, let me go ahead and get to the regular markets, folks, because I anticipated that since Janet Yellen today, and she was testifying in front of Congress, when she alluded to the fact that she is possibly, not just possibly, she is going to raise interest rates. The problem is that she doesn't know exactly when, or she's not even giving us a timetable when. I'm anticipating it sometime in December, possibly late December after Christmas. So that'll wake us up from our Christmas hangover. But she's saying that the economy's great, the market's great, blah, blah, blah. I have yet to see that here on Main Street. I'll tell you that right there. Maybe they're seeing that on Wall Street, and luckily I know how to, trade and get some liquidity on Wall Street. But out here on Main Street, on these brick-mortar businesses, I'm not seeing people with more expendable money in their pockets. I can tell you that right now. All right, and the only way we're going to be able to do this is when Donald Trump is finally elected president and he repeals Obamacare, he lowers taxes, he changes the tax laws to encourage hiring. I just can't wait for these things to happen. I have got how can I put it? I've got my pieces in place, ready for a Donald Trump administration, man. I am ready. I am ready to capitalize. I am ready to grow. I am ready to make America great again. I'm ready to employ folks. I'm ready for it all. It can't come soon enough. I mean, did you see this damn president and his farewell apology tour? What a scumbag. We'll get to that in just a second. Let's get to the markets. I know people want the breakdown here. Let's go ahead and get to the breakdown of these markets. Now, for you folks, I anticipated Janet Yellen and her comments having a negative impact on the markets, and it initially did. The Dow kind of, slipped. We saw it come into some negative numbers, and then it just went back up. Everything just went back up. So it just goes to show you, as I've stated, these investors don't know how to do anything. They're like emotionally impulsive teenage girls at a slumber party, doing anything and everything, erratic, emotionally impulsive. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There is no financial fundamentals going on here in this market. So I don't know what's going on. I'm going to continue to say that it's a trap. I believe that they may raise interest rates, and it's going to come tumbling down. I don't think they're just going to raise interest rates like 2 or 3 points. I think they're thinking about 5, 10 points. And the federal, if they do that, man, we're in some serious trouble. I'm just saying, if they do that, we're in some serious trouble. But these investors, they keep buying out here. I don't know what it is. They keep buying. Dow Jones Industrials up 35.68 points, a percentage increase, Jesus Christ, increase of 1.19%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrial at 18,903.82 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. So up modestly today, even though Janet Yellen's talking about raising interest rates. Let's get to the S&P. S&P 500 is up today, 10.18 points on the day, a percentage increase of 0.47% increase, closing out the S&P at 2,187.12 points for the S&P 500. All right, we got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is also up today, 39.39 points, a percentage increase of 0.74%. Closing out the NASDAQ at 5,333.97 points for the NASDAQ composite, folks. So, once again, these investors, they keep buying. I don't know why they're buying. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have no answer for this. I have no idea what the hell they're doing. But as a capitalist, I'm going to try to capitalize and make as much liquidity as possible in the midst of literally a head-scratching situation, to say the least. I mean, this is a freaking head-scratching situation. Anyway, let's get to the freaking commodities, shall we? Now, look, these idiots at OPEC, I knew these idiots weren't going to get to a goddamn agreement. I don't know what it is. I don't know what their problem is. While they've been sitting there playing, whose turbine is tighter and whose turbine is longer out there at OPEC, we out here in America have been discovering oil, for Christ's sake. And let me tell you, that oil discovery puts a big dent in OPEC's credibility in the international community, because let me tell you, we consume the majority of the world's oil, folks. All right? And if we have our own domestic production, not only will we decrease the amount of gas prices and energy prices, but we can now sell it on the world market, baby. America is producing again. We're producing oil, for Christ's sake, man. Do you know that this oil deposit out here in Texas is literally, according to all the engineers, all the people that have researched and surveyed this deposit, it's as big as Saudi Arabia's, baby. We're in the oil business, baby. There's probably going to be a gang load of freaking oil jobs, oil rig jobs. I mean, it's just going to be great. And the beautiful part about it is America's got the greatest refiners of oil to turn it into gasoline. They're right here in our soil. So I'm telling you, we are in the makings here, I would suggest, in the next year and a half, to seeing gas prices as low as $1.90. I mean, I can't wait. Jesus Christ, man. Talking about winning. Didn't Donald Trump say there's going to be so much winning going on? I'm not tired of winning yet. I'll tell you that right now. I want to keep winning, all right? I want to keep winning. Jesus Christ. Anyway, the energy sector is taking it on the teeth because OPEC has been sitting on its thumb, seeing how it feels. Meanwhile, we've been exploring out here in America and finding these huge-ass deposits, which is, like I said, is going to render OPEC impotent. All right? Anyway, WTI sweet crude is down today, 64 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.40% decrease on the day, closing out WTI at $44.93 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also down today, 65 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.39%, closing out Brent crude at $45.98 per barrel of Brent crude oil. And you see, you would think, right, okay, we've seen some decreases in Brent crude here. Lo and behold, would we see some decreases in the damn gasoline futures? Absolutely not. And that's just going to show you how erratic these goddamn investors are out here. Gasoline futures are up today. A 1.25% increase on the day, folks. I have no idea. And natural gas has finally taken some profits here today after seeing a 2.5% increases for the past several days. It is down today, 2.53% decrease for natural gas. Heating oil is modestly up today. I don't know if you look at that chart, though. It's a huge wave on that chart. And I would be looking at heating oil at this point in time because we're starting to see people in parts of America get hit with an Arctic front out here. According to weekend reports, some parts of America are going to literally decrease in temperature 50 degrees. And heating oil is a big component in the East Coast and some of the northern states. And this is a hot commodity. It's always a decent play around this time. So anyway, let's continue going, shall we? Precious metals. Let's get to the metals. Let's get to the goddamn metals. Now we are seeing a decrease in metals, okay? Which this is probably the only thing that it makes any kind of sense today. Because if you see an increase in equities, you should see a decrease in metals, and that's exactly what's reflected in today's session. Gold is down today, $7.90, a percentage decrease of 0.65%, closing out gold at $1,216 even per troy ounce of silver. So that gold price is going down. Let's get to silver, shall we? Silver is also down today, 27 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.61% decrease on the day for silver, closing out silver at $16.66 per troy ounce of silver. So, man, I mean, this is the only thing that is somewhat traditionally reflective of what the financial or what traditional finances should look like. When equities are up, you should see decreases in commodities. So at least you got that right, investors, you stupid milky lickers. Anyway, copper is up modestly today, folks, 0.69%, and platinum, once again, is unchanged for the day. Freaking platinum, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's get to agriculture, shall we? Now, I don't understand what this is about, folks, once again, but we're just going to read these down here. You should see mostly red, because when you see a high dollar, because that's what we're witnessing right now, we're seeing a high dollar and we're seeing increases in equities. So we should see a dramatic decrease in not just gold, but in most commodities. And as I'm looking at the board here, that's not reflective of what should be happening right now. All right, take a look at grains, okay? Corn up today, 0.94% increase for corn today. All right? Wheat is up, 1.51% increase on the day for wheat, folks, all right? We got oats up 0.64%. Now, we did see some profit taken in rough rice, folks. We saw, what was it, a 2%, 2.5% increase yesterday. It is down today, 1.91% decrease for rough rice. Soybean is up modestly. It is up 0.38%. Soybean oil is down 1.17%, and canola is up 0.60% increase for canola. Let's get to the soft, shall we? We've got cocoa, the base of chocolate. It is up today, 0.33% increase on the day. Coffee, hey, dude, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude. Just shut up! Anyway, we got coffee down today, 0.88%. Coffee's been slipping as of late, but as I stated, that doesn't mean you're going to pay anything less at Starbucks, all right? I'm serious, all right? Anything less at Starbucks. Anyway, let me go ahead and continue going here. We got sugar. Sugar is down today, 0.69%. OJ, what did I tell you about orange juice, folks? What have I been saying about orange juice? It is at the lowest production in 36 years. And at some point in time, not only are we going to see these continuous 1%ers on a consistent basis a day, I wouldn't be surprised one day we see 5% increases on this son of a bitch. Mark my words, all right? Anyway, OJ is up today, 1.65% increase on the day for orange juice. So get it while it's still cheap if you like orange juice, all right? Seriously. All right, who else do we have here? We've got cotton. Cotton is also up today, 1.19% increase for cotton. I wonder what the hell that plays about. Was that because we're getting close to the holidays and people are going to want to buy clothes? Is it winter time? People are going to want to bundle up on sweaters, and I don't know. That's a weird play right there. We got lumber also up today, 2.38% increase for lumber on the day today. Good God. We got rubber. Rubber is down 0.70% decrease on the day, and ethanol is up 1.64% increase for ethanol. Jesus Christ. Let's go ahead and get to the livestock. Now, we saw some increases across the board in livestock, but now that we're witnessing a resurging valuable dollar, some of these damn commodities have to go down in price. I mean, that's what traditionally happens, all right? So we're kind of seeing that here in the livestock at this point in time. Live cattle is modestly up today. It is up 0.28% increase on the day for live cattle. We got cattle feeder down today, 0.32% decrease on the day for cattle feeder. And lean hogs, folks, is down today. We saw about 4 or 5% yesterday. It was a humongous game yesterday. It is down today, 0.55%, folks, decrease for lean hogs. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. Anyway, folks, once again, I do want to encourage folks to entertain the market and try to utilize it to gain liquidity, gain some extra supplemental income. But as I've always stated, folks, all right, you should never rely on one source of income. You should always have multiple streams of income, folks, all right? I mean, bottom line. I mean, you have to. And moreover, just because you have those multiple streams of income doesn't mean that you blow the money on crap. All right? That's what a lot of people don't understand. Just because you have the money doesn't mean that you should go out and blow the goddamn money on crap. And what do I mean by crap? I'm talking about something that you buy and can never get any kind of liquidity for again. All right, I'm talking about these stupid, dumbass cell phones that nobody ever takes care of. They buy them at $600-700 a pop, and then they break the son of a bitch and crack the phones, and then there it is, just $600 down the drain. I mean, I'm talking about apps and, I mean, just garbage, just crap. What you want to do if you want to spend money, okay? You got to take a certain percent, and you got to say, okay, this is for play. For play means crap, and that shouldn't be a tremendous percentage, okay? That shouldn't be a tremendous percentage. But the rest, folks, you need to allocate into obtaining your net worth, because when you are worth something, that's when you obtain wealth. That's when you become wealthy. That's when you can literally utilize the money that you have earned and take it and make it more by flipping it. Whether that's in the stock market, whether that's in real estate, whether that's in business, whatever. And that's the point, folks. That's why I keep telling you. You want to buy things that you could sell off at some point in time, because if you don't, you're just going to piss away your money. I mean, just imagine you people that work for a living, man. Just think about how much money you have pissed away. And that's, folks, that's your labor. Don't demean your labor by pissing it all away. Use some of it to obtain a level of assets at this point in time. I mean, hell, even if goddamn silver and gold are going down, it's better to own some damn gold and silver that you can one day at a rainy day cash out something for than be sitting there playing with your pecker shaft when you need some goddamn cash and you ain't got it. And that's why I'm saying, folks, do not blow all your cash. Please listen to what I'm telling you. If you're a victim of it, or you shouldn't even call yourself a victim of it, if you're a culprit of it, you need to stop it, folks. Your labor is worth more than pissing it away. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I spend a lot of money on, alcoholic beverages and going out to bars and going out to eating and that sort of thing. But that is a fraction of what I bring in on a consistent basis as it relates to revenues and capital and anything else. That's why I'm telling you, folks, do not let that consume you. Don't let the money consume you. I'm serious, man. So I'm just saying, man, I'm planting seeds out here. I'm trying to create capitalists, trying to create smart capitalists out here. And speaking of which, let me have a drink. Give me my drink here. Once again, I want to say cheers to the capitalist army. I want to say cheers to every capitalist that's listening to me throughout the world. And I want to say cheers to the Trump train, and, of course, cheers to the man that is going to bring in the new capitalist revolution. And I'm talking about Donald Trump, baby. Cheers. Oh, man, that's good stuff, man. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to everybody's, I shouldn't say everybody's, because, this is the part of the broadcast where I'm going to take Twitter shout-outs, and it gets a little immature, because then we've got some, just stupid-ass, ridiculous, piggish, power-bottom, anal secretion-loving, socialist, schlonghead-sucking, basement-dwelling pieces of man-child cartoon fetish trash out here that utilize Twitter shout-outs as a means to waxing their carrot and getting their rocks off and being an immature prick. But at the same time, people do appreciate it, so I guess I'll do it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs for you folks that are listening in. If you want a live Twitter shout-out, all you got to do is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account right now at PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost. And retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. Retweet that tweet, and I'll make sure to give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast. Hey, engineer, do we have any Twitter shout-outs to be had out here? All right, well, let's go ahead and get some Twitter shout-outs right now. All right, what we got here? We got Windows and Doors in the house. How you doing? We've got Cyborg the Reveler. We've got, what is this? John wants a wife. You want a wife? You want a wife? You want a wife? Yeah, well, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. We got Pro Honky. What's going on to Pro Honky? We got Elliot Morris in the house. What's going on to Elliot Morris? We got Jeff the Chef. We've got Ghost's biggest fan. Ghost's biggest fan in the house. How you doing? We've got Fight Me at Bar 1919. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? You want me to? Don't tempt me, boy. You idiots out there in internet land, you don't want to bring this to real life. I can tell you that right goddamn now. All right? I'm not kidding around. I've said this time and time again. I'll stomp your teeth so far down your goddamn throat you'll be able to chew your own ass. All right? With all the dingleberries and nut-filled nothings that, I don't even want to go there. Let's just continue going, for Christ's sake. We got Supa in the house. What's going on to Disco Waffle? We've got, who else we got? We got Elliot Ghoster. That's funny, for Christ's sake, really fun. We got Sergeant Yoda. We got 727 caller. We got the Brony Network. We got Handy Capable for Ghost. What the hell does that mean? Ghost has 10 daughters. Shut up. Who else do we got here? Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account if you want a Twitter shout-out live right here in the broadcast, folks. All right? Once again, the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. That's the tweet to retweet. We got Javier Palenzuela. Hope I pronounced that right, feller. We got Fidget My Midget. It's great. That's just great. We got Crusades for Arabia. Deplorable Biff in the house. We got Sahan Hazajad. I hope I said that correctly as well. We got, I'm not going to say that disgusting name, for Christ's sake, Ted Gosler Bundy. Ted Gosler Bundy, asshole. Give me a freaking break. Jesus Christ, give me a freaking break. No shout-out for Grim. What the hell does that mean, no shout-out for Grim? We got, I'm not saying that disgusting name, for Christ's sake. TCR panel for Anthrocon. No, look, no. I'm not doing that panel crap.
At Nissan, our lineup is taking the Galaxy by storm. And right now, you can save big during Nissan's Go Rogue year-end event. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today for great offers. See Rogue One in theaters December 16th. Take on any Galaxy.
I'm not doing that panel crap. I don't even like it. I wouldn't even want to do it. You're sitting there in front of a bunch of jerk dicks, and you're sitting there in front of a panel like you're so great, and, people are asking you questions like, hey, Ghost, what exactly motivated you to do the True Capitalist Radio show for all these years? Well, I did it because, and I don't want to do that crap. I don't want to do it. Anyway, we got Exara Hawks in the house. We got TC Capitalist. What's going on? We got Christmas Horror for Engineer. No, don't do that. Don't even. We got Remington in the house. We got Carlos Hambone. Okay, that's great. We got Jellyfish Capitalist. Jesus Christ, with these sick-ass names. Look, I'm only going to tell you a couple more. Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account right now to get a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, all right? It's that simple, all right? Who else do we have here? We've got what the hell is that? Trump's Sofa King. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? We got somebody named, what the hell is his name? White Supremacy Snake. White Supremacy Snake is listening to us. We've got Congo Mueller. We got NRJ Commando. Who else do we got here? Let's continue going, shall we? We've got Soros brand showers. Oh man, no, that's horrible, man. How dare you? How dare you concoct such a sick name? Jesus, this is the internet, folks. I'm telling you, this is the internet. We got CDR fan. We got Chitlin TCR. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Chitlin TCR. Stupid, man. Stupid. Anyway, Panda beat Ghost Sass. Shut up, all right? And I don't want to talk about that. Stop it. Don't even bring it up. Don't even bring it up. Jesus Christ. We got DJ Reagan in the mix. I think we said the Green Leader here. Who else do we got? We got Snake in the Minefield. Who else do we have here? Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account at Politics Ghost if you want a Twitter shout-out live right here in the broadcast. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? We got Sipping on Liberal Tears. What's going on? We got Ghost Kruger. All right, who else we have here? I'm not saying that name. What's going on with the Neon Knight? He's in the house. Deplorable Choco. We've got O'Flamo in the place. What's going on to O'Flamo? Annan the Wizard. Ghost Fatty. Yeah, real funny. Shut up. Give me my drink. Give me my goddamn drink. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, you guys are pissing me off, man. I'm just trying to make this show a little interactive, and this is the kind of crap I get. You know that, folks? I mean, this is the reason why I do this. I'm just trying to make the show a little interactive out here, and this is the kind of crap that I get. NG equals Ghosts Rent Boy. NG equals Ghosts Rent Boy. Shut up your ass! Shut up your ass! You screwball! You leave the engineer alone. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, morons. Leave the goddamn engineer alone, boy. Good God, man. Leave him alone. Just leave the damn engineer alone. Good God. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, you guys are pissing me off, man. Jesus. I don't need this. I don't need this. I can tell you that right now. Anyway, what's going on? Sergeant Yoda in the house. We got Anarcho-Capitalist. We got Dorito Burrito in the house. Missing Teeth Ghost. What are you talking about, boy? Ain't nobody missing teeth here, boy. I tell you, if you were right in front of me in a damn bar room, you'd be missing teeth in about 3 goddamn seconds there, boy, because you'd be eating a damn knuckle sandwich, you son of a bitch. We got Drunken Wolf in the house. What's going on to the Comfy Man? Bureaucrats for prison. Yeah, no kidding, bureaucrats for prison. No kidding, bureaucrats for goddamn prison. You're goddamn right. Who else we got here? We got True Stalinist Radio. Shut up, you moron. You stupid idiot, for Christ's sake. Duck Dynasty ending, LOL. What was it? Is the end of Duck Dynasty or something? I never watched that stupid, dumb, idiot, shit-kicking hick show, so who the hell cares? We got Axel Hazelnut. We got Jimmy's wife's son. Oh, come on! We got Ban Karatskin. Why? Ban Karatskin. Shut your stupid, stinking, salmon-smelling hole and just shut your mouth, all right? Nobody tells me what to do. We got Popeye in the house. What's going on? Look, I'm just going to take a couple more of these because these goddamn things are starting to piss me off now. I'm serious. These damn things are starting to piss me off, and I really don't appreciate them. And I think that I don't need to be doing this garbage. I really don't need to be doing this garbage. Oh my God, TCR participation trophy. Oh, I'm sure there's so many people that would love that, huh? Oh, is that what you guys want, huh? Oh, yeah, here's your TCR participation trophy for making such a fruit bowl name. Here, congratulations, buddy. How does it feel? Oh, well, it feels really good because all I've been doing is just eating Pop-Tarts all day, and I've been watching, anime, and, I thought of the name because I was a troll from Ghost's his show, and I thought it would be a great name, and shut up and shut up. Oh my God. That's what I get for making the show interactive, folks. This is what I get. You thinking about doing a damn show, huh? You thinking about doing here? You're listening to this, huh? You listening to this? I wouldn't be surprised if these people were not paid by the DNC. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be goddamn surprised. Jesus Christ. Who else we got? We got Havel the Rock in the place. Once again, if you want a Twitter shout-out, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. All right? Anyway, we got Pedesteroni Pizza. Pedesteroni Pizza. That's sick on so many goddamn levels. I can't even begin to explain it to you. Where do you all come up with this garbage, man? I mean, ugh. We've got Jimmy Abortionist. Oh, man, they're hitting them low now. You're hitting them low now. I mean, come on. Oh, look at all these Jimmy names. Abort Jimmy's baby. Oh, man, that's you guys are getting harsh now. I'm sorry, folks, if you're not aware of what's going on, if you're just tuning in, if you just happen to tune into this broadcast, you're like, what the hell's going on? Jimmy Capitalist is part of the Capitalist Army, and apparently, he wasn't practicing prophylactics during the horizontal mambo during a birthday celebration, and as a result, he could potentially be a fighter. And, you tell a couple of people on the internet, and before you know it, the whole internet knows, and now everybody's trolling them about it. So, hey, welcome to the internet. Welcome to the damn internet, for Christ's sake. Anyway, we got Private Wilhelm Winter in the house. We've got, I'm not saying that disgusting name, you son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. We got Brony Drums. Okay, that's great. All right, look, I want to go and take a couple of more of these, then we're going to have to move on with the broadcast, folks, okay? Because we got some things to be discussing out here. We got some serious business to be discussing out here, all right? We got some serious business to be discussing out here. So, once again, I'm just going to make this quick, all right? Who else do we got here? We got DJ Trump. DJ Trump. I wonder what kind of mixing that person does there. A little bit of DJ Trump. What else we got? We got Waste of Life Ghost. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, I'm a waste of life, huh? Then why are you listening to me, you ungrateful prick? Why are you even bothering to listen to my podcast right now? Why? Because I'll tell you why. Because you are in awe of genius. All right, that's why. Yeah, not just that. You are in complete awe. In complete freaking awe at the manly dominance that I throw around the internet like it ain't shit. I'm not joking. You better not have any kind of females around you while you're listening to this broadcast, because I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden they start getting a little bit of weak in the knees there. I'm not kidding around. You understand? I have that effect on women. You understand that, boy? I mean, they haven't seen men like this anymore. They're too used to these little feminine vernacular spitting, feminine physical attribute looking fruit bowls out here. That's who they're used to. They ain't used to a man like me, boy. I tell you that right damn now. So you go ahead. You keep saying that, boy. You keep saying that and see what happens. We've got the Ghostler Youth Boy Scouts. Oh, Jesus Christ. Crackhead Cuckery. Billy the Belt Boy. What's going on? Jesus Christ. Jimmy got the AIDS. Oh, man, come on. Uh-oh. Looks like everybody's player hating on Jimmy, man. Oh, man, Jimmy. Oh, man, you see what happens? I hope that's a lesson to some of the people out here. I hope Jimmy calls up so we can have a discussion about it later on. But this should show you, gentlemen, a thing or two about a thing or two, all right? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even want to get into it. Let me just get to a couple more names and we're out of here, all right? We're out of here, for Christ's sake. Trump equals first sexist prez, right? Sexist prez? Are you kidding me? He's one of the first few executives to hire women executives. And you're talking about sexist, you stupid moron? Sit there and shut your stupid stinking face. I'm telling you, you people are idiots. And look, here's some idiot named Food Stamp Rioter. Food Stamp Rioter. You son of a... You fucking ungrateful bastard! You're lucky that you're ungrateful little pricks. Food stamp right. You know what? That's it. I'm not taking any more Twitter shout-outs after that crap. Food stamp rider. Hey, what did I tell you back in the day, boy? Give me the mic. Give me the damn mic. What did I tell you? All you dumbasses that were calling me up back in 2009, 2010, saying, hey, Ghost, yeah, dude, I've got welfare, I've got everything paid for, dude, I've got my housing paid for, dude, and hey, guess what? I'm smoking. Maui wowie, man. I told you it was going to come to an end, didn't I? Didn't I? I told you it was going to come to an end. And I told you that you're lucky you were given anything, you ungrateful prick. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, look, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I'm sorry. We're just, this is what happens every time I try to give some shout-outs out here. I try to give some goddamn interaction with the show. This is the kind of garbage. This is the kind of garbage that I caught every day, man. Oh, my God. Anyway, let's get into Trump news here, folks. I want to talk about Donald Trump. Now, folks, we did report yesterday, okay, that Donald Trump met with Ted Cruz at Trump Tower. Ted Cruz had an interview this morning with Fox and Friends and basically was coy about what exactly he was discussing with Donald Trump, but did say that he is eager to work for President Donald Trump. He is eager to work for President Donald Trump. So literally, you've got Ted Cruz bowing down, baby. And let me tell you, I think that it would be not that bad of a move if Donald Trump put Ted Cruz as Attorney General, because everybody in Washington hates this son of a bitch. Nobody likes him. None of the establishment likes him. Paul Ryan hates him. Mitch McConnell hates him. The Democrats hate him. Everybody hates him. What? That's the perfect guy to throw up as Attorney General, man. What a great way to clean the swamp. Drain the goddamn swamp, for heaven's sake. Put some guy that has no loyalty to any of these damn bureaucratic scumbags and has the power to prosecute or ruin some of these goddamn bureaucrats. Because I can tell you this right now, Ted Cruz, his Texas political career is finished. I said this yesterday, Rick Perry is literally the gold standard of Texas politics. Now, he looked like an idiot, don't get me wrong, in the presidential campaign of 2012, but he was the governor and the lieutenant governor during the tenure in which Texas had its biggest expansion economically. And right now, Texas is the state to do business in, and a lot of that is attributed to the tenure of one Rick Perry. So what Rick Perry is going to do is going to challenge Ted Cruz to a Senate seat, and it's, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's going to be a contest. I mean, people in Texas didn't even like what Ted Cruz did at the convention, let alone what he was trying to do with these voterless elections. So he knows that, and he knows the only way that he's going to salvage any kind of political career is through literally bowing down and kissing the ass of one Donald Trump. Now, with that being said, folks, guess who is being considered as the Secretary of State right now? And I know they were talking about that ditzy broad, Nikki Haley. I didn't even want to acknowledge that report. I didn't even think it would. No, absolutely not. Good God. None other than Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. That's right, folks. Mitt Romney's bowing down once again. And this is classic because, as I stated, folks, Donald Trump is actually good friends with the owner, or now I guess the president and CEO of WWE, Vince McMahon. And Vince McMahon is notorious for doing business with enemies and foes alike. I mean, he has done business with people who have sued him and won. All right, or what I mean, won, settle out of court with him, and so on and so forth. He's done business with him again. And him and Vince McMahon, or Trump and Vince McMahon, are very close. And I can see elements of business practice going on as it relates to Donald Trump vetting a lot of his former enemies that hated him on the campaign trail. You know, it's a way of exploiting whatever abilities they do have, while at the same time making them feel like utter dog crap and just making them look stupid, making them eat crow, making them eat their words, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God. I can drink. Give me my drink. I can drink to that. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Anyway, folks, once again, I don't know. Let me go ahead and continue here. And people are saying that they're calling up the number and the old number, and it says it doesn't exist. I believe I don't know. I didn't get the memo, but I see a new phone number here for guest call-in. I didn't get this goddamn memo. This was the new number, but the new number is 563-999-3791 is the new call-in number. I had no idea. Engineer, did you get the memo on this? I didn't get the goddamn memo. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't work like this. I can't freaking work like this, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I don't mean to, get my personal business. I have no idea, all right? I have no idea. Anyway, once again, we're talking a little bit about how Donald Trump is utilizing friend and foe alike to vet for potential positions in his cabinet seat to not only exploit their practices and their abilities, but at the same time humiliate the crap out of him. Eat crow, boy! Eat crow! Anyway, folks, I want to get into something that is a very controversial issue here recently, and it's the initiative that is being talked about by the Trump team about having a Muslim registry. A Muslim registry, which is a very, very interesting topic because, don't get me wrong, I understand that we have a Muslim terrorist problem. I've been the first one to say it. But once again, this is a slippery slope once we start getting registries of people and so on and so forth. So I actually want to hear from you. All right? I want to hear from you. Okay, people are saying that you can call in. So my apologies for folks that are tuning in right now. They can call in. I have no idea. Anyway, I do want to hear from you folks because this is a very serious, touchy topic. I want to hear if you feel that it's a bad idea that there's a Muslim register, or going to be, or initiated by the Trump team, or it's being floated around as an idea. I'm not necessarily against it, to be honest with you, but it's going to go down a slippery slope. I mean, then, let's make a registry for somebody else. I mean, that's what I didn't like as it relates to the marijuana legalization in California when they were utilizing it for medicinal purposes. Well, anybody who had put their name in this medicinal marijuana registry, now they can't go buy guns anymore. So, I mean, and that's just one small example. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, that's just one small example. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Once again, I guess the old number does work, 425-390-6146. What do you think about a Muslim registry? I mean, this is a slippery slope, definitely, folks. I want to hear your thoughts, pros, cons. What do you think? All right, seriously, this is some serious business here. We're headed into territory that, and look, like I said, I am sick of the immigration situation. I am sick of the migrant crisis, but we have to be very aware of why it's happening, folks, and it's happening because of the United States and NATO powers that initiated the destabilization of the Middle East so that they could destabilize these people into war zones, and no one's going to want to stay in a war zone, so that's why you have this migrant crisis. And I'm not naive to the fact that we've got a wild Yehudis here that are fascinated with this, ridiculous fanaticist perspective of Islam, that are going out and blowing themselves up thinking whatever. But this Muslim registry is just a slippery slope down registries for everything. I mean, this is what the NRA is fighting against as it relates to a gun list or a list of gun owners. All right, because that list can be utilized by the government to just come in and confiscate guns before they take over the country. Or worse yet, did you remember when, in New York, some stupid, dumb New York publication published the home addresses of individuals who had guns in a given county because they were able to obtain that information through a local or state-based registry system? I mean, that's what I'm saying, folks. I mean, this is a slippery slope here. I am not a fan of the whole Muslim idea. Now, look, I'm not trying to say I'm anti-Muslim because I'm going to be honest with you. I do have Muslims that are in the inner circle that aren't fanatics, all right? These people are not fanatics. These people are capitalists. The problem is that our foreign policy at this point in time has put us in a position where we're even entertaining this kind of crap, all right? So, look, I am not completely against it because I want to curb this terrorist idea. I'm tired of having to look over my shoulder and hope that, maybe or maybe not, there's not somebody with a freaking assault rifle or so on and so forth, all right? Seriously. But a Muslim registry, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, why can't the FBI do its goddamn job? I mean, and look after these folks. I mean, why can't we do that? I mean, why can't we have the FBI do their job and look after these folks? And if they happen to be in a terrorist cell or they're talking about terrorism or there's evidence that they're going to conspire or participate or plan terrorism, well, then take them down. Take them down. But I don't know, man. I'd like to hear what you have to say, folks. All right. So once again, 425-390-6146 is the number to call here. I want to hear what you have to say about a Muslim registry. Muslim registry. I mean, what do you think about it? Good idea? Bad idea? I want to hear from you. How about 712? You're on the horn. What do you think about a Muslim registry?
Well, hey, Ghost. It's Benton Bannon, and thanks for having me on the show again. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much for calling in, man.
Yeah. About the whole Muslim registry thing, first question I would ask is this not unconstitutional because we're singling out a single religion? And
well, it's funny you say that.
Jittery. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's funny you say that because what some of the Trump surrogates that are initiating this concept of a Muslim registry are alluding to, that it is constitutional based upon Roosevelt's precedent of the internment camps were used to bring in the Japanese during the time of World War II.
Right, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Yes,
well, gee, I don't know. I mean, are they still
they're
able to pull that type of thing back
precedent.
up? Wasn't there laws passed since then that prevent such a thing from happening again? I can't be sure. I don't know my history as well as you might, but the whole thing about databases in general just makes me uneasy because, as you say, yeah, it might be a group that you might not be trustworthy of one day, but then who's to say when the next president gets into office, he could throw up his own presidential agenda with a registry, and he can say, hey, the previous president did it, So, yeah, I just don't know. I don't like this whole registry thing. It makes me a little nervous.
Well, it makes me a tad bit nervous as well, but I'll play devil's advocate here. Well, what do we do about the terrorism? What do we do about the Islamic folks that are going to come in and that are committing terrorism and that don't report terrorism when they know what's going to happen? What do we do? Yeah,
we've seen that problem with the FBI where they let people slip through the cracks, and yeah, man. I mean, that's not a bad point. The FBI hasn't exactly been on top of their game as far as preventing this stuff when they have the tools to do it.
At Nissan, our lineup is taking the Galaxy by storm. And right now, you can save big during Nissan's Go Rogue year-end event. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today for great offers. See Rogue One in theaters December 16th. Take on any Galaxy.
Yeah, I agree with you. Hey, Benton, thank you very much for calling in, man. I want to try to get to some other callers here, but you got some good points. I am not particularly too excited about any kind of registry of any kind, even if it is a bunch of wild Jehudis. I'm telling you, even if it is a bunch of wild Jehudis, this is a precedent that I don't know. I don't know. And, Laggett on Twitter, a member of the Inner Circle had just made a comment that isn't the NSA spending billions of dollars to prevent terrorism? I mean, absolutely. I mean, isn't that the reason why they're collecting our, quote, metadata from our phones, for Christ's sake? Isn't that the reason why they have these supposed spyware programs to be able to get into any goddamn phone, any computer, any TV, any Internet of Things? I mean, how come we can't do this? I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's a very touchy subject, but once again, we're in a situation where, let's be honest, folks, all right, I'm playing devil's advocate here. We have, 1.2 billion Muslims in the world, okay? And let's just say, that only 5% of that 1.2 billion is radical. Well, folks, that's a freaking large number. That is a large number, even at 5%. That is a large number of people. And unfortunately, we don't see the amount of habitual terrorism on a global scale from any other group of people. I'm not negating the fact that there isn't other groups committing terrorism, okay? But let's be honest, all right? I can name, you could just name them. You can name freaking Islamic terror groups. I mean, freaking Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Taliban, Al-Shabaab, the Boko Haram, Abu Sayyaf, Islamic Jihad, Islamic Brotherhood. I mean, I could go on and on, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, so in essence, we have ourselves a very serious problem, and I don't see another remedy. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going on. I'd like to hear from you what you have to say about it. This is a very serious issue, and I know that many people probably have very different feelings about it. But this is the whole reason why we have America. This is the whole reason why we have the Internet. This form of communication is for us to convey these ideas and either convince each other or not convince each other. How about Raiden Snake from across the pond? He's out there in Britannia. What do you think about a Muslim registry? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, if you think about it, terrorism isn't just Muslims. I don't understand why they're saying, it's all Muslims doing this. That's not necessarily true, because there's been a lot of other groups or parties that are not even religious that have committed terrorism. So, regarding the database, a database of known criminals, yeah, I can understand where they're coming from in that respect. But why just one specific type? Because it can't be. Because it isn't just them. Do you know what I mean? There's more to it. I mean, there's more groups out there that half them aren't even religious. Do you know what I mean? That commit terrorism. You see where I'm coming from?
Well, I agree with that, but at the same time, I mean, we haven't had the amount of terrorism that we have seen up to this point from any other group. I mean, since 9/11, as of June 14, 2016, there's almost 28,000 terrorist attacks related to Islam. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that the Basques in Spain have committed some terrorism in Spain. I know that the Irish, the Northern Irish, the Protestants against the Catholics, that whole situation. I know that there's variants of different terrorist groups, of different political hostile groups. But at the same time, I mean, this is a lot of terrorism that is being committed by one given group. What else can be a remedy? What else can be a remedy?
Well, I don't deny not having some sort of database of known criminals, like who are known for terrorism. I mean, a lot of countries are obviously implementing something similar. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that isn't such a bad idea, but I mean, if it's like just ordinary citizens, but I don't agree with it. Do you know what I mean? If it's just ordinary citizens just going about their business, not even related, because as you said, you've got people in the inner circle. I happen to know a couple of people as well, and but it's simple. They don't agree because they're ordinary citizens. They don't agree with such things because they're being It's like they're being discriminated against. So
no, okay, and I agree. Believe me. I mean, believe it or not. I mean, I've got some people in their circle from Dubai. Okay, now in Dubai, it's a very rich country, a lot of capitalists, still Islamic in their laws. I don't know if you heard about the story where there was a woman from the UK that was there that was allegedly raped by two men in Dubai, and now the Dubai government has jailed her for basically being unfaithful to her husband, or being unfaithful in marriage. So, I mean, that right there is a really gross abuse of power. I mean that is negating rape. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. If they can do that in that grotesque manner, and they truly believe that, hey, look, if a woman gets raped, she was asking for it, she goes to prison. I mean, that's not uncommon in Islam. Why can't we have a database making sure that we know who these people are and where they're at, and if they're extreme or not extreme? I mean, that's the point. I mean, I have yet to hear a remedy that is going to stop the Islamic terrorism that has basically not only just plagued America, but plagued the world. So, last thoughts, Raiden.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, the way the scene is, like, if they're going to do it if they're going to do it for them, they're probably going to do it for everyone in the entire world. With the way that because at the end of the day, they could easily say, we're all potential terrorists. If you think about it.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, in America, they've already looked at the American people as terrorists. I'm on a no-fly list, folks. I don't even have a freaking record. All right? I have no police record. None. All right? I think I've gotten 2 tickets in my whole goddamn life, and both of them were a bunch of crap. All right? And I'm telling you this right now. I am on a no-fly list for what I am saying on this broadcast and what I am saying on the Internet. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple. So, it's not as if the American people haven't been databased or classified or anything of that capacity. So, I mean, listen, I am not necessarily gung-ho and for this particular Muslim database, but hey, I mean, they're looking at me. The American government is looking at me. I'm in some kind of a database, for heaven's sake, and I don't even know why. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Anyway, let me see. Who else? I want to hear from you. I mean, do you have some kind of different perspective? And if you do, if you're against the Muslim registry, give us a little bit of a remedy on how to curb this Islamic terrorism. I mean, this is a serious problem, and that's really where all this comes from. It's the fear of somebody blowing themselves up in a shopping mall or shooting up a bunch of people in a crowded area. And look, I'm not saying that it's only, Islam. I'm not naive to that. But you have to look at the numbers, okay? You have to look at the numbers. And the numbers don't lie. Let's take a couple more callers here and see what people have to say about this Muslim registry. How about 813? What do you got to say about this Muslim registry?
Oh, well, Ghost, my whole idea on this whole Muslim registry is it's kind of like I don't even think it's a good idea in general, because my thoughts is it would kind of give more of the radicals more fodder to actually go on and try to, commit these heinous crimes, acts of violence, and stuff like that against us.
I've heard that argument before, man, and we've been trying to refrain from calling them certain things. We've been refraining from forcing them to take off their hijab. We've been refraining from telling them, hey, get back to work when they've been praying in U.S. jobs. We've been doing this already, and that isn't helping. That isn't curbing. As a matter of fact, from my perspective, they feel it's a sign of weakness. So that argument that, it'll encourage more attacks if we put on a Muslim registry, I just don't buy it. I don't buy that argument.
Well, okay, yeah. When you put it that way, it's definitely not something that it's definitely not something to actually think. It was my opinion. You kind of.
Oh no, listen to me. Look, sir. I know where you're coming from. You sound like a young kid. I get where you're saying. It's like, hey, look, you don't want these idiots to go off and start blowing themselves up even more. But we've already used that argument many times. We've said, hey, okay, look, we're going to let them pray. We're going to let them wear the hijab. We're going to let them do this. We're going to let them do that. And they still encroach more and more to the point where they're trying to intertwine in certain radical element sects. They're trying to intertwine their religion to government. I mean, it's happening right now in Germany. It's happening right now in France. The migrant crisis is forcing this to happen. So listen, the argument that hey, we do it, it's gonna piss them off. Hey, they're still chopping heads. They're still throwing people off buildings. I mean, they're still doing this. And the idea that if we treat them with kid gloves and say, oh, I understand Islam and here and kumbaya, that really hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. So. Is the Muslim registry some kind of remedy? I don't think so. I do think it's a slippery slope on start making registries with everybody else. But at the same time, and I hate to say this, but I once again say a group is defined by its majority. And I hate to say this, but Islam cannot police itself. And part of me believes that for the most part, even if it's just 40% of the 1.2 billion Muslims, even if it's just 40% of them that actually deep down inside like what's happening, like deep down inside they appreciate the suicide bombings, they appreciate the terrorism, they get fervor and pride and integrity from it. Even if it's just 40%, that do that. That is a lot of people, and that's why this terrorism is so prevalent today. So that's why I'm opening up the phone lines right now, 425-390-6146. What is the remedy? Because something needs to be done, just like Donald Trump said. This is a serious problem. I mean, poor Europe is already gone. All right, Germany and France are already gone. I mean, have you seen the video out of Paris? Why don't you take a look at Paris today and take a look at it? It is a complete and utter citywide refugee camp. These refugees are literally in tents in the middle of the street. There is literally feces and urine all over the place, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Anyway, here I want to go ahead and take some more of your calls. What do you think about a Muslim registry, folks? How about area code 630? What do you think about it?
Hey, Ghost, is that me?
It's you.
Well, what I'm thinking about this Muslim registry, I agree it's not too great to be, keeping track of people just based on a religious test. But what I'm concerned about is the Muslim population. We've seen in other countries, and this is almost down to a science at this point, where people, they keep track, Muslim population gets above a certain percentage, they start messing up the countries. So I think it may, be pretty the most politically incorrect thing there is, but we got to monitor the Muslim population because we don't want to become like France.
Well, no, I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I completely agree with you. But just monitoring them is just not going to solve the problem. I mean, I think we need to not only just, monitor them, but make sure that none of these immigrants that don't want to be here stay in the country or to get out of the country. They should have never come into the country to begin with, folks, but our government is allowing these folks to come in droves at a time. I'm seeing them over here in San Antonio, Texas, just walking around out here. All right, hijabs, the beekeeper suit, these guys in beards. All right, I mean, I'm not joking around, man. I'm seeing, people that look like they just hopped out of Mogadishu. I mean, seriously, man. If it isn't Yehudis, it's Mumbukus is what I call these Muslims from the African countries, Mumbukus. I mean, it's I mean, come on, man. I've had enough. But as I'm stating, folks, we got to do something. I mean, I want to make America great again. We all want to make America great again. We all want to be a melting pot. We all want to respect religion. But right now, we are witnessing something from one group of people, and for whatever reason, they cannot police themselves. Whether they don't want to, whether they refuse to, whether they actually like or want to secretly encourage it by being silent. I don't know. Nobody knows. That's what makes this situation so important. So anyway, I'm going to take a couple more calls, and we're going to move on, folks, to the other parts of the broadcast, because the only reason I gave this particular subject so much time is because we're headed down a slippery slope if we do open up a Muslim registry. Now, I'm not against it, but the concept of a registry, a concept of listing people is just, I'm not very comfortable with it. I'm going to be honest. But I see nothing else, no other remedy, no other solution to stop, or at least at the very least prevent these terrorist acts from happening on such a frequent basis. On a frequent basis. Because you're going to have terrorists slip by, sure, but on such a frequent basis. Absolutely not. We got to stop this somehow. I mean, is a Muslim registry the way? I don't know. Let's take a call from some of our Irish brethren out there in Ireland. What's going on, Jimmy Capitalist? What do you think about a Muslim registry, man?
I'm actually against it, if I'm honest with you. I think it's a bit too much. We had lists and registries over here in Northern Ireland, man, that led to internment of people based upon their religion as opposed to what they've done.
No, I am very aware of the strife in Ireland. So there were lists in the Irish struggle between the Protestants and the Catholics, correct?
Yes, mate. Basically, they listed people based on who they were affiliated with, and they ended up people getting thrown into jail based upon who their friends were, and they were completely innocent. And I think when Trump was campaigning and he said that his policy would be extreme vetting, I think that was perfect. I think, in all honesty, we need to... I mean, I'm not an American, but I think in America you guys need to vet the shit out of these people when they're coming into your country. I'm talking about financial records, everything. And if these people are in any way tied to the state of a terrorist funding nation, or in no matter how distant, tied to any form of terrorist group, they should be listed as a potential terrorist. But I don't think you should go down the road of listing people based upon their religion, because then alternatively the next democratically elected government could simply list people based on the fact they voted for Trump on his immigration policies. That's, as you say, a slippery slope.
I agree with you on that, but at the same time, we have had hundreds of thousands of immigrants that have been brought in by the Obama administration that have not only not been vetted, because there is no real vetting process, because there's no physical records of these people, but they have allowed these people to come in with TB, with hepatitis, STDs, AIDS, HIV, you name it, and this is why the idea of a Muslim registry is being floated about, because it was a consequence of the Obama administration's Islamic immigration policy. I mean, they are literally bringing in wild Yehudis at $20,000 a pop on the taxpayer. And then once they get here, they're automatically dependent on the government. Now, this is where this idea of having a registry comes about, because we don't know who these people are. These people were brought in here by our government, and the reason they brought them in here, Jimmy, you know as well as I, they brought them in here to destabilize the country, to utilize his muscle so that they can implement their totalitarian ways, just like the EU has been trying to utilize the migrant crisis to subjugate the member states of the EU. So this is why this whole registry idea is even being not just talked about, but also entertained at this point. Any last words, man?
No, I agree with the sentiment entirely. I feel, obviously, of course, you've got a lot of potential wild Yehudis in the country already, and I just think, well, you're pumping billions of dollars into these intelligence agencies, and I think it's pretty crazy that they're not doing their jobs and finding out who these people are. But as obviously you say, the globalists like Obama and George Soros, the shills in the European Union, they don't care. They're just going to throw them in to destabilize the nation, cause civil unrest, cause a war between those who are patriots and nationalists. And sadly, it's the case, but personally, I just feel a registry is a little bit too far, and it's a little bit totalitarian for my liking.
Yeah, well, I have to agree with you to a certain degree there, Jimmy, but I really don't know what the remedy is at this point in time. I really wish it didn't come to this, but unfortunately, the current president that's right now on an apology tour in Europe, literally created this problem by bringing in these wild Yehudis and not vetting them one bit. Not vetting them one bit, for heaven's sake. And speaking of our president, all right, did you hear this sorry sack of crap today when he was out there hugging and kissing Angela freaking Merkel, all right? On top of him literally instigating protesters from across the world when he stated to the Trump protesters that are out here causing a ruckus, don't be silent, quote unquote. All right? So this bastard is literally instigating violence, instigating uprisings from across the pond, for Christ's sake, man. What a disgusting human being. What kind of an American president is this? If you voted for this guy, you should be ashamed of yourself. Seriously. You should punch yourself in the face if you voted for this piece of trash. Good God! This guy's instigating violence from across the pond. I mean, what the hell does that mean, folks, huh? What is that to the protesters? Don't be silent. What the hell does that mean? He's trying to instigate the goddamn freaking riots that are brewing out here that are being paid for by evil-ass Prince of freaking Darkness, George Soros. I can't believe this guy. I sincerely cannot believe that this has been the president for the past 8 years. I cannot believe it. I sincerely cannot believe it. But thank God Donald Trump is elected president, and that's why I'm telling each and every one of you, this battle ain't over. I mean, we got to continue fighting. We got to keep exposing the hypocrisy. We got to keep exposing the lies. We got to keep fighting, folks. Because look at the lamestream media. They're already trying to attack this man, and they're trying to spread lies about him. They're trying to degrade his name, and we can't allow them to do it, folks. You understand that? These people on the lamestream media are a bunch of liars. And, folks, on top of Obama trying to instigate riots from across the pond, did you hear what this idiot said? He said, quote, "There will be no return to a world before globalization." You son of a bitch. And that's a quote from Obama, for Christ's sake. He's exposing the fact that the reason that he kamikazed America down the tubes was because he was a globalist agent. He was an agent of international bureaucratic bureaucracy. What a bunch of crap. Folks, he said that today while he was out there on his final farewell tour, folks. And let me quote you that one mo again. He said, "There will not be a return to a world before globalization. What a scumbag. What a goddamn scumbag. I'm telling you, if you voted for this guy, you should be ashamed of yourself. You understand that? You should be ashamed of yourself, for Christ's sake. I'm not kidding around. I'm not kidding around. You should be ashamed of yourselves. This guy's admitting he's a globalist, folks. And by Obama admitting he's a globalist, he's admitting why. He's admitting why he brought America to the depths and to the bowels that he did. What a disgusting disgrace. How anyone can still sit here and respect this man after all this is beyond me, for Christ's sake. You know, he went back to Germany here, I think it was today, or yesterday would be, I guess, in Europe. And remember when he was out there, and remember when he first made his speech in Germany, and he had all those hundreds of thousands of people there crying, and he was there saying his stupid little valiant speech that he had teleprompted, and he had all these Europeans all optimistic, and had all these liberal long hairs in America all optimistic. What happened? Huh? What happened now? I'm telling you, folks, I'm telling you, this president that you all elected for the past 8 years was an utter traitor to the country. And if you don't want to believe that, that's fine. You continue going on in la-la land. But I can explain you this. Weren't you better off 8 years ago? Weren't you better off 10 years ago? Weren't you even better off 15 years ago? You know, folks, I remember, and let me tell you, last Christmas, I believe I read a figure that the average person spent about, I think it was $225 for Christmas. Man, folks, I remember in the 90s, people blew $225 for a goddamn gift. All right? I'm serious, man. I mean, you can always tell the sign of the times by the size of the gifts that people give, you know, and the price of the gifts and the uniqueness of the gifts. That just goes to show you they had money to spend, and they have money to spend, and if you're anything to these people, they're going to give you something during this hospitable salutationist holiday. And that's why I'm saying, folks, okay, in the 90s, $225, I mean, you drop that on one present for somebody, man. Now, last year, based upon last year's numbers, that's what the average person spent. Talk about spread the wealth, huh? Thanks, Obama. Jesus Christ, man. I can't believe people don't remember this. How short-term these freaking idiots in America have as memory out here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, folks, look, I'm done talking about Obama. This guy's a scumbag. He makes me sick. He's trying to instigate violence from across the pond, and then this idiot is basically coming out and showing off his globalist schlong head to the world and telling everybody to suck it. God damn it, that scumbag. And you know the sad part about it, and then I'm going to move on, is that he has thrown the black community as a whole, he has thrown the black community back about 60 years, politically, socially, and economically. And the bad part about it is that many within the black community are so uneducated that they can't even see it. They can't even see it. Oh, my God. Anyway, let me move on here. Now, did you hear Bernie Sanders out here trying to plead to Donald Trump not to jail Hillary Clinton? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, what else does this idiot have to say before you burn victims realize that he is an establishment Democratic candidate, even though he claims to be an independent, even though he claims to be a socialist? It came out in WikiLeaks that he signed a document, all right? That's why at the DNC convention he got slapped around. That's why he had a gash on his face. All right? Got slapped around a little bit. Say, hey, old man, you signed a document, you stupid old piece of crap. If you don't honor this, hey, we're going to throw you down a flight of stairs and make it look like a goddamn accident. And you know what Bernie did? He said, I'll tell you what he did. He went, oh, hey, okay. I won't tell all the people that felt the Boyne. I won't tell them to contest the convention. All right? I'll sit here and I'll tell everybody that I now want to vote for Hillary Clinton. And I will make sure that all of you that are out there know that Bernie Sanders is a Hillary Clinton supporter. And don't hurt me again. Don't hit me. All right? Don't hit me. I will make sure that all the Bernie Sanders voters are going to be voting for Hillary Clinton. Mark my word, these people are stupid. They gave me over $200 million of their college debt account so that I can buy a third summer home out there in Vermont. So I'm going to do my obligation, and I'll make sure that Hillary Clinton is president of the United States. I'll make sure that I'll make sure everybody that voted for me votes for Hillary Clinton. You better do it, Bernie, or I'm going to slap you around. I'm going to slap your ass around. Okay, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, please. I'm going to tell my people first thing, all right? Yeah, what are you going to say about calling her the Wall Street candidate, Bernie? What are you going to say? You going to take it back? You're going to take it? Okay. All right. I'll take it back. I'll take it back now. All right? I'll take it, but I don't have to give any of the money back, do I? Do I have to give back the money? No, you don't. Just take it back. Take it back. I take it back. I just don't want to give away the money because I got that fair and square because I told them to take their underwears off. You want me to show you? No, get out of here! Get out! Anyway, folks, Bernie Sanders hopes, quote, very, very, very much that Donald Trump doesn't jail Hillary Rotten Clinton. Now, why is that? Huh? Why is that? Because I'm telling you, folks, if Donald Trump pursues any kind of potential criminal charges on Hillary Clinton, they're going to find out that Bernie Sanders has committed voter fraud. And I shouldn't say voter fraud, voter campaign contribution fraud, if you want my personal opinion. I believe that Bernie Sanders could be jailed if someone, I should say, some independent investigator investigated where all these funds are going that were donated in the campaign contribution account of one Bernie Sanders. And guess what? The Democrats have rewarded Bernie Sanders, folks. He is now the high-ranking member on the Senate Finance Committee. Huh? Oh, yeah, he's going to make you feel the burn now, huh? Hey, I'm not going to let anything pass here unless you give me something. All right, I want to buy a fourth home now. All right, I already got over $200 million from those assholes from Fear the Boyne. Hey, they felt the Boyne, all right. Now I'm the high-ranking member on the Senate Finance Committee, and now I'm in charge of the police. I'm in charge of the money, and that's what I like because I know how to take people's money without ever doing anything about it. So that's what Bernie Sanders does. Thank you very much, Democratic Party, for rewarding me for backing up Hillary Clinton. Thank you very much. I'm serious. All right, you burn victims, you should all feel ashamed of yourselves. All right? I mean, how much more times does this man have to slap you in the face before you realize that you need to reevaluate yourself, is what I'm saying. I mean, if you got goofed by this old 75-year-old gets up 5 times a night to take a piss old man, if you got moved so much that you were feeling the burn in your leg, up your ass, or whatever, then you need to reevaluate how you interpret life, sir, ma'am, whoever, all right? I'm serious. You have to reevaluate how you interpret life, how you make decisions, all right, how you think, all right? And once again, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and figure that crap out. good God, doesn't want Trump to jail Hillary Clinton, because I'm telling you, they're going to come after your ass. All right, Bernie? I'm sure there's a bunch of fraud going on with all that 200-some-odd million.
The first place to stop and the best place to shop is Kohl's Black Friday. Shop Black Friday deals online all week long at Kohls.com. Get $24.99 toys, $7.99 after rebate kitchen electrics, $29.99 diamond and crystal earrings. And stores open Thursday at 6 p.m. Plus, only once a year, everyone gets $15 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. The first place to stop and the best place to shop is Kohl's Black Friday. Select styles, hours may vary by location. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Stupid son of a bitch, Bernie Sanders. Feeling the burn. You know, feel the burn up your prostate-infected ass. Anyway, folks, my apologies. Let me move on. Did you all hear the National Intelligence Chief, James Clapper, resigns as Trump takes office? Why are you going away, Clapper? Why are you going away? I'll tell you why Clapper's going away. Because he's finally realizing that many within the intelligence agencies were many of the culprits that gave some of the information to WikiLeaks, folks, all right? I mean, let's be honest. All right, let's be honest. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And that's why James Clapper doesn't want to be ahead of this goddamn national intelligence, because he knows he didn't have control of all this crap, even though he likes to be a pompous, bald piece of information hoarding trash. He couldn't prevent the information from leaking out from his own intelligence apparatus. And folks, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of the information that was given to Julian Assange and WikiLeaks came from various factions within the intelligence community. That's why I keep telling you, there was a coup in this country. And that coup is continuing to go on, and it's continuing to be successful, and that's why we on the Trump train have to be vigilant. We have to make sure that we decipher the lies and the slanderous crap that's coming out of the mainstream media. We got to be able to decipher what's the truth. We got to be able to expose the lies. We got to be able to do this, folks. The war's not over. We won the battle. It ain't over. We have to make America great again. Once again, I want to remind everybody that freedom and liberty isn't given to you. Liberty and freedom isn't given to you. You have to take it. You have to take liberty and freedom. And by God, right now, the power of the people are speaking, and we're taking our liberty, and we're taking our freedom. And as you can see, you've got these power-hungry autocrats, the political class, these assholes that know that their power, their stranglehold on power is about to erode. They're activating their terrorist cells. They're activating their violent groups. They're activating all the different nuances of literal agitation, so that the media can put their cameras on and say, oh, look at these Trump protesters out here. They don't want Trump to be president. Oh, we can't stop. We can't stop, folks. A lot of people put their lives on the line to make sure that this information that got out via WikiLeaks was able to get out. Now, I'm not saying that the intelligence community supplied all the information, because it was a variety of different factors. And Dr. Pachenik, who is a member of the intelligence community, explains it very, very vividly. He says it's members of the intelligence community, FBI, certain factions of the government bureaucracy, certain factions of the military, and others. So that could include hacking factions. That could include different independent. I just want to get into it. The point is that it took a whole orchestration of individuals to be able to accomplish what has transpired today. And what has transpired today, folks, is American history. And it's American history because, as I stated, folks, liberty and freedom isn't given. It's taken. It's taken. And by God, the people of America haven't spoken any louder. We're taking our goddamn freedom. We're taking our freaking liberty. And there's nothing you goddamn bureaucrats can do about it. God damn, I can't wait to make America great again. I feel optimistic, man. I'm serious, man. You know, when I officially heard that Donald Trump was going to be the president, it felt like an anvil, like lifted off my chest. 8 years of living under Obama gone. I mean, it's just, I just feel so optimistic, folks. I'm sorry. I have to keep saying it. I'm sorry. Anyway, once again, National Intelligence Chief James Clapper resigning as Trump takes office. And speaking of WikiLeaks, folks, will Trump drop the charges against Julian Assange from WikiLeaks? I personally believe, and I have, through my channels of connections of influence within the campaign, I have attempted to try to get a message into Donald Trump to do so, as well as a whole bunch of different folks, because I think that Julian Assange is justified in basically having his charges dropped, if not given asylum in America, so that these European countries don't attempt to snag him up on some bogus charge. Now, people will say, well, Ghost, he was exposing illegal information, you know, and that's not nice. I mean, what about Edward Snowden? Shouldn't Edward Snowden get a pardon too? No. And let me explain why. First and foremost, all Julian Assange is a website that provides an encrypted codec for one to give information to WikiLeaks, which then WikiLeaks can vet themselves to authenticize the information, and then they just release it as a conduit from the leaker to the public. I mean, that's all WikiLeaks is. I mean, Julian Assange is not out here hacking the world, for Christ's sake, all right? Julian Assange is just the creator of WikiLeaks, which, once again, allows anybody who has any kind of highly classified information, private information, government information, to be able to send it to Julian Assange in a secure manner so that the people at WikiLeaks can vet the information and authenticize it, and then they release it to the public. Now, what Edward Snowden did was he literally took information and took it with him and ran. Okay? I mean, he literally went AWOL, took some information, and ran. And he did that as a member of the intelligence community. So he went rogue as an intelligence officer in the field. And with that, he took private information that did not belong to him. It's not that he leaked information. He took information. He stole information. Now, there's a fine legalese line as it relates to leaking information and physically stealing information. Because once you start physically stealing information as an intelligence officer, you all of a sudden become an enemy of the state and you are a traitor to America. And that's based on simplistic definition. And that's what Snowden did. And folks, you all don't know the whole story on Edward Snowden. That's why Julian Assange isn't a big fan of Edward Snowden. I mean, if it hadn't been for Julian Assange and a couple other folks within the digital community out here and a couple of independent journalists, Edward Snowden would have been assassinated, if not kidnapped, by the CIA in Hong Kong. But, of course, Edward Snowden doesn't necessarily want to talk about that crap. You know what I mean? Edward Snowden doesn't want to talk about that crap. So as I'm stating, Edward Snowden had other motives outside of, oh, I'm trying to help America. I'm trying to help America know this, know that. I mean, we don't even know the half of what he stole and now he gave to the Russians. And gave to the Russians. I mean, anybody who says that he didn't, freaking Putin wouldn't be giving him safe housing in his country if he didn't give him some classified information that was highly valuable. And you see, that's the difference between Julian Assange and Edward Snowden. Julian Assange, as I stated, is just a creator of a website, all right, that created an encryption codec that allows individuals who feel as though that they're working for an internal government organization, a corporate organization, that they know they're either doing something illegal, unethical, immoral, and for whatever reason, a person takes a piece of information, doesn't steal it per se, copies the information, and then gives it to WikiLeaks, which in turn vets the information, authenticizes the information, and then just gives it away to the public. All right? Seriously, I mean, that's what Julian Assange does. He gives it away to the public. I mean, he doesn't financially benefit from this. I mean, yeah, of course, he's like, hey, buy some WikiLeaks crap, and hey, I need some donations and stuff. But that's just to sustain his publications, operations, and moreover, his legal battles that he has been afflicted with because of this advocacy that he does. All right, but he literally gives away the information for free. For free. So anyway, folks, before I get on to anything else, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. If you have not already done so, folks, please follow me on Twitter right now. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost. And I would like to remind everybody, before I get back onto this Edward Snowden, Julian Assange situation, I'd like to remind everybody that today and tomorrow, actually tomorrow's the last day for Meme Wars apparel for being sold out here, okay? And, of course, if you want a Meme Wars hoodie, sweater, shirt, mug, go right now to my Twitter account at Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And click the pinned tweet on my Twitter account right now, and you can get 10% off till tomorrow. After tomorrow, they will be pulled off of the market. That's all there is to it, all right? Anyway, with that being said, I want to go one more time about highlighting the perspective that I have as it relates to Julian Assange in comparison to Edward Snowden. As I stated, Edward Snowden did commit treason. He is an enemy of the state. He was a member of the intelligence community, and he physically stole information. He physically stole it. And what he did with it, who the hell knows what he did with it? He gave it to some liberal reporter and that freaking Greenwald moron. He gave it to a couple of other journalists and literally kept the rest. And who the hell knows what was in there? I mean, reports are that this guy had terabytes of information that he ganked. So I don't feel that Edward Snowden needs any kind of pardon. If anything, he should be in jail and tried for treason. Unlike Julian Assange, folks, and I don't think Julian Assange should be prosecuted for a goddamn thing. I mean, it's already been shown and proven that this Swedish menage a trois that they tried to pin down as a rape against Julian Assange is completely bogus. The broads have come out and said, no, they told us to say it. I just said what they told me to, so on and so forth, man. So as I stated, folks, I believe Julian Assange should get not only a pardon, but should get safe asylum in America. Because he did more for America than probably our whole entire media outlets have done throughout the years of American television and radio history. And I am not kidding about that. I mean, what this man has uncovered and unearthed was unbelievable. And as I stated, he has no motive other than exposing governments, exposing information. He's not selling the information. He's not profiting from the information. He is literally taking information that is given to him, just like any journalist, all right? Just like any journalist, he's giving something that is given to him and then putting it out there for the public. He's not being paid for it. He doesn't have any financial incentive. He doesn't have any corporations paying him to do it. And not to mention, I have to say that he is pretty bipartisan. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Julian Assange, I know for a fact, is a big liberal. All right. I mean, his candidate was actually Jill Stein in this election, if you want to know. So I mean, he's a liberal, but at the same time, he's not naive to corruption. He's not naive to the disgrace of what has been uncovered by the information that he's not only looked at and vetted, but verified. And he knew that he could not allow Hillary Rodham Clinton to be elected president. He could not allow that to happen. And not just because of any other reason, but he had the info. He had the information. He saw it. He read it. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. Now, once again, folks, I strongly urge Donald Trump to not only pardon or potentially drop the case that the United States has against Julian Assange, but also try to give Julian Assange safe haven in America. You know, give him safe haven in America. All right? I mean, you know, this is a man that has done more for America than any of our media outlets. And this Christmas, I'm buying nothing but WikiLeaks garb, WikiLeaks, you know, product. I mean, I am supporting WikiLeaks as much as I possibly can. I mean, without this outlet, without this, I was going to say kid, without this man developing the encryption, because it's his own encryption, folks. So, you know, it's pretty damn secure if you're sending information to him. It's pretty hard to, you know, unencrypt his encryption. I mean, he's a genius at that sort of thing. But Trump, please, once again, not only drop the charges against Julian Assange, give him safe haven here in America. All right? I'm serious, man. What a fearless, valiant person, man. They could have droned him out at any time. Remember, they tried to break into the Ecuadorian embassy. Remember, some idiot tried to scale the wall, break into his window, and the security tried to snag whoever it was. And apparently, this guy was some trained assassin to a certain extent. He was able to fight off multiple security guards and run away. All right, so I'm just saying. I mean, this guy knew that, you know, he could have been snuffed out at any time, and to have that is just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, folks, let me move on to the next subject matter, and then I guess we'll move on to freaking Radio Graffiti. Anyway, did you all hear the French Prime Minister Manuel Valls? I don't know how you say it in France. I'm going to pronounce it American. Prime Minister Manuel Valls, he was pleading to the EU that the EU is on the brink of collapse unless Germany and France financially prop it up with stimulus. Oh, my God. I mean, how do you French and German folks that are paying taxes to your government feel about that? That not only are you paying for these wild Yehudis that are ruining your country, that are crippling your culture, that are just destroying your cities, now you've got the Prime Minister of France pleading that France and Germany need to come out the pocket to save the European Union financially with stimulus. What? I can't believe it. You can't make this stuff up, folks. I'm not joking around. You cannot make this crap up. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, Germany and France, they're barely surviving as a culture, all right? And now what? Whatever kind of production they have left that hasn't been at least hampered by the migration crisis, now you've got the EU begging, like, hey, we need some more money. Give us some stimulus so we can save the European Union. We're about to collapse. I mean, good God, man. I mean, seriously? I mean, what about the other, what is it, how many other nation states or member states of the EU? What the hell's their problem? I mean, look, I'm not on the side of France or Germany here, but man, if I was a French or German citizen, I'd be pissed. You understand? I'd be pissed off. I mean, you got French and Germans out here that are paying taxes that are already taking care of a bunch of wild Yehudis that are destroying their country, and now, I mean, they're going to supply a stimulus to the European Union to prevent it from collapsing? I'm telling you, folks out there in Germany and France, y'all better start rising up. Y'all better start telling your governments that you don't want to have anything to do with this anymore, that you are the taxpayer. I mean, remember that, folks. If you're a worker and you're paying taxes, you own that government. That's what you people need to understand. Anybody who pays taxes that continues to allow the government to run itself, they own that government. That's what I say about the taxpayers in America. People like myself and other capitalists and other workers, we own this government. It's ours. It belongs to us. We own these little people in government. We own these little people in government. Don't you ever forget it, folks. Do not ever forget it, because that's what these damn bureaucrats want you to do. That's why they preach socialism. They preach socialism so that you can voluntarily give away every one of your rights, politically, socially, and financially, and give it to them. Give it to the bureaucrats. Give it to the totalitarian socialist party, communist party, so that they can make the decisions for you. That's what I'm saying, folks. Don't let these bureaucrats make you believe that they own you, that you're servants or subjects to them. And I'm not just talking about here in America. I'm talking about across the world. If you're paying taxes, you own this government. You own these little people. But it's time for the capitalists, and it's time for the workers across the world to start rising up and start saying, hey, governments, we own you little people. And you better stop sitting here and spending our money as if it's yours. But unless a humongous group of taxpayers confronts these governments and threatens not to pay taxes, because, look, it's going to have to come down to that in some of your countries, folks. All right? I mean, we're lucky out here in America that we elected Donald Trump, and hopefully we see lower taxes. Hopefully we see the cuts in bureaucracy. Hopefully we see the trim in the fat. Hopefully we see energy production. Hopefully we see new manufacturing production arise. Hopefully we see all this. But a lot of you goddamn European countries, y'all are stuck in this socialist nightmare. And what you folks need to understand, that if you're working and you're paying taxes, you own that government. You own those little people and that goddamn little stupid whatever you call your government housing system, whatever government house, whatever they commiserate to make laws or whatever the hell that crap. You own that building. You own those people. And it's time for us capitalists to start raising up and start saying, hey, we do own these people. We do own these people. Anyway, folks, once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me here. All right, let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about radio graffiti, all right? That's right. Like, give me my drink. Give me my goddamn drink. Anyway, folks, radio graffiti is the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now at 425-390-6146. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this radio graffiti. And once again, folks, I want to remind everybody that Meme Wars Soldier apparel is going to be gone after tomorrow, folks. So if you want yourself some level of apparel, Go to my Twitter account right now at PoliticsGhost, all one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost, and click the pinned tweet on my Twitter account and get 10% off anything you want there, folks, all right? Now that we got that out of the way, hey, engineer, do we got any freaking Radio Graffiti callers to be had out here? Well, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get to some Radio Graffiti right now. And look, I'm warning you, folks, all right? I'm warning you, I am not in the mood for any of these dumbass, ridiculous, ignorant splices that are, they're just dumb. They're stupid, all right? I mean, can you concoct some level of personality out of yourself? Is that too hard? Is that too hard for you dumbasses? I'm serious, man. Good God, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and take some calls from Radio Graffiti, for Christ's sake, all right? Jesus Christ. How about 484 Radio Graffiti? I take a raise down the I take a raise down the Yeah, real funny. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, it's Yorkshire.
What's going on?
Hey, I was just going back to the Muslim register. I just think, especially in this country, we see how much it's affecting us. I just think that, register's not far enough. They need deporting at the very least. I just think, all these people, these rapes, these murders, these assaults, their lives ruined. I just think they're savages.
Well, yeah, I think we need to deport them as well. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't understand why we can't house these refugees in the Middle East in tent cities that can be somewhat funded by the freaking Gulf states. All right? I mean, they're the ones that created all this wild Jehudism anyway, for Christ's sake. Good point, Yorkshire. How about 651 Radio Graffiti?
7, that was the one I played. Oh, check it out. Granddad!
Oh, man, give me a break, man. Are you kidding? That was horrible. That was horrible, Horny the Clown. That was horrible. How about 213 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost. Just wanted to call in, say I love your show. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, well, I appreciate it. Thank you for listening. How about 831 Radio Graffiti?
Hi, Ghost. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Muslim screening thing. I think what needs to be made clear to a lot of people who are more patriotic-minded is that what it really comes down to is the ideology of Sharia, not necessarily the religion of Islam. And there was an interview with this university instructor, God Saad, with former Assistant Secretary Frank Gaffney. And he was suggesting that we Donald Trump was even talking about this too, being very clear about we do not tolerate any sort of Sharia activity. And we expect this of our citizens. And if they don't behave in that way, we just simply react and we deport them. It would be a lot more towards the integrity of our Constitution, not to screen people based on religion, but more on this ideology of Sharia, which is the problem. Anyway, that's all I had to say.
Yeah, well, and at the same time, man, I mean, it's not just Sharia. I mean, you've got, and Sharia is based in Sunni-based tribal Arabic type of perception. I mean, you've got all kinds of terrorism related to Islam. It's not just Sunni. You've got Jesus Christ, all these different goddamn variants of tribes out here. Anyway, I agree with you. If it's Sharia, if they oblige Sharia law, if they believe in it, I don't think they should be in the country. But at the same time, I mean, look at those that are in Lebanon and Iran. I mean, these aren't Sharia law folks. All right. I mean, these are a little bit different of an Islamic state for a certain example. These are Shiites. And look, I don't got time for this. We'll talk about this later, maybe tomorrow or something. It's freaking Radio Graffiti, for Christ's sake. Thank you for calling up, though. I appreciate that. Appreciate the insight. 559 Radio Graffiti.
Saying the love is blind. It requires dedication. All this love we feel needs no conversation. We riding together.
Jesus Christ, man, fix your Obama phone, for heaven's sake. We can tell you've been yelling at your wife on that phone, for Christ's sake. It's all cracked up. How about 714 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, what's up, Ghost? This is Z Frostwire, man. I want to say, great show today. I'm glad to hear that there's not so many stupid-ass trolls calling in today and stuff. So, it's a nice break from, especially after what happened yesterday, man. So, great show.
Hey, I appreciate it, Z Frostwire. Yeah, no kidding. It's a little bit of a breath of fresh air, to say the least, for heaven's sake. How about 727 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, is that me?
Yeah, it's you.
Is that me? Hey, how's it
That's
going,
you.
Ghost?
How's it going?
Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller. Just want to say I love the show, and it's great. It's actually the first time we got on, man. It's just a great show today, and just keep it up, man. Keep it up.
Hey, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and thank you very much for calling in. Let's continue going. We got 973 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, how are you today?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I just have to say first that I'm happy that Trump won the election, and I also agree with you all the time on your show.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for listening as well. All right, seriously. Who else do we got going on? How about 540 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, how do you think Trump's going to be all right on Inauguration Day? Do you think there's any sort of danger of a potential assassination?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, it's always a danger, obviously, but Donald Trump has worked his whole life to be able to, have his own security apparatus on top of the Secret Service, mind you. He has his own airplanes. He's got his own pilots. He's got his own people, So he's not at the whim of the government infrastructure. You see, that's what makes him such a badass president, man. I mean, nobody can control him. The media can't control him. The press can't control him. The bureaucratic system of government can't control him. I mean, that's why, he is the man. And let me tell you, he has got a date with destiny, Donald Trump. He has got a date with destiny, and he's going to fulfill it. And I tell you this right now, if this man fulfills everything that he said, or at least half of what he said in the campaign, he will go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest president in American history. All right? And I'm talking about lowering taxes. I'm talking about cutting regulations. I'm talking about bringing down the debt. I'm talking about cutting bureaucracy. All right? I'm talking about increasing production so that America produces products again. I'm talking about domestic production of energy. All right? I'm serious, man. Anyway, let's continue going here, folks. Who else do we got here? How about 347 Radio Graffiti?
The first place to stop and the best place to shop is Kohl's Black Friday. Shop Black Friday deals online all week long at Kohls.com. Get $24.99 toys, $7.99 after rebate kitchen electrics, $29.99 diamond and crystal earrings. And stores open Thursday at 6 p.m. Plus, only once a year, everyone gets $15 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. The first place to stop and the best place to shop is Kohl's Black Friday. Select styles, hours may vary by location. See store or Kohls.com for details.
At Nissan, our lineup is taking the Galaxy by storm. And right now, you can save big during Nissan's Go Rogue year-end event. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today for great offers. See Rogue One in theaters December 16th. Take on any Galaxy.
Yeah, you're taking too long. Come on, man. We don't need no Helen Keller deaf mutes out here. How about 909 Radio Graffiti? Yeah, that's great. That's just great. You know, that's actually a really freaky song by Sting. Who the hell is he talking about? Who the hell is he talking about? And who is he singing for? Huh? Is he singing for the eye in the sky? Huh? Is he singing for the eye above the pyramid? Is that who you're talking about, Sting? Asshole. How about 818 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, I just wanted to tell you that you're a racist. You were supporting a candidate who insulted a Gold Star family. They were Muslims. I'm telling you, Islam is a religion of peace. I live in L.A., and there's a bunch of peaceful Muslims.
Insulted a Gold Star family. Okay, let me explain something. Do you know that this guy, your Mr. Islam, was found in a hack of what is it? Madison, that stupid Madison freaking where you go and find Ashley Madison. That's what it was. AshleyMadison.com, and his screen name was Kinky Tickler. How Islamic is that, sir?
I'm just telling you right off the bat. I know that you were a writer for InfoWars, and that's just a conspiracy theory, conveyed by your by Alex Jones and you.
No, sir. No, all you got to do. That hack was made public. All right. That Ashley Madison hack was made public. A lot of people got outed as, complete adulterers, and so did this con idiot, which is a con job as well. Okay, aside from him being a kinky licker is what his name was. Aside from him being kinky licker, did you also know that he worked at the same law firm as Loretta Lynch? And not to mention, that same law firm did does still the taxes of Bill and Hillary Clinton.
No, Joe, you didn't even acknowledge the fact that I said that you're a writer for InfoWars. Just another conspiracy theory conveyed by you and Alex Jones. You need to come up.
Yeah, you just said that. I'm telling you the truth, you stupid moron. All right? Go read up. It's in major publications. It's in the New York Times. You're such a liberal. All right? This idiot worked for the same law firm that Loretta Lynch worked for, all right, which is the same law firm that has done and continues to do the taxes for Hillary and Bill Clinton. All right? So are you going to continue to claim that this man is a Gold Star family member or he has no political motivations? Are you going to continue to say that?
You're fucking lying!
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? You see, that's how you basically turn a foreign object up the anal passage fruit bowl that sounds like he popped out of the AIDS-infected anal passage of somebody like Greg Louganis, and then when you make him look like a mental midget by providing substance upon substance upon substance on the debating table, this is what you get. All right, that's what you get, right? Goddamn there, that's what you get. Anyway, 903 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's Comfy Man here. How you doing tonight?
Hey, how you doing? Good to hear from you.
Thanks, man. I just wanted to touch on the Muslim registry thing for a minute. I didn't get a chance. I won't take up too much time. In my opinion,
go right ahead, man.
All right, thank you. In my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen because I believe you said it was a couple of Trump surrogates that came up with the idea. I believe that they're going to float the idea, and Donald Trump himself is going to try to negotiate a way. I don't know what it's going to be. You don't know. I don't know. It's above my pay grade, but they're going to try to negotiate something that works where it's not as totalitarian as a registry, but still is more secure than we have been for the last 80 years. That's just my opinion on it.
Hey, that's a pretty good opinion. We need to do something, that's for sure, because, we cannot allow these freaked-out wild Yehudis to continuously come into our country unvetted. And not only is Obama not vetting these people, he's allowing them to come in with STDs, with tuberculosis, with meningitis. You name the ailments, they've got it, man. And Obama's allowing these people into our freaking country. It's sick. It's utterly sick, man. Anyway, thank you very much for calling in there, Comfy Man. How about 516 Radio Graffiti?
Did I have my hand up, Ghost?
Oh, my bad. You didn't have your hand up. You did have it, but then I think you put it down. My apologies on that. Jesus Christ. Why don't you give me regular callers, engineer? You're making me look stupid. Jesus Christ. Anyway, sorry about that. I didn't mean, to call on somebody that didn't have their hand up. My apologies on that. Jesus Christ, this freaking engineer over here. Say you're sorry. Jesus Christ, make me look stupid out here. Anyway, let me continue going on here. How about, Jesus Christ, who else do we have here? How about area code, man, we got a bunch of anonymouses here. I'm obviously not trying to choose those because they're a bunch of milky lickers. How about 352 Radio Graffiti? Tyson Rocket, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost refuses to sell Mrs. Ghost's autograph, but here are the people who want Mrs. Ghost's autograph.
I'm Striver, and I want Mrs. Ghost's autograph as well as her sweet, succulent pussy.
My name is Brony Drumming, and I want Mrs. Ghost's autograph, plus Caroline's fruitcake recipe.
I'm Artemon, and I would most certainly love to receive an autograph from the very lovely Mrs. Ghost.
I am Godzilla 3709, and I want Mrs. Ghost's autograph.
Hi, this is Cobalt Flux, and I would like Mrs. Ghost's autograph.
I'm Scarlet Moon, and I would love to have Ghost's wife's autograph.
I'm Stickman, and I'd love an autograph from Mrs. Ghost.
Hello, this is Tyson Rocket, and I want Mrs. Ghost's autograph.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message.
Are you gotta be kidding me! Are you kidding me? Oh my God! My wife's autograph! My wife's autograph! Jesus Christ! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm gonna, I really don't know what I'm doing. My wife's autograph now? My wife! My wife! Oh my God, Jesus Christ. My wife's autograph. Do you hear this, folks? Are you hearing this? Are you hearing it? My wife's autograph, my freaking wife! Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Look at this. I've got people on Twitter saying, honestly, I would buy Mrs. Ghost's autograph. Are you? Oh, my God. Oh, good God. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it, man. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, man. Oh. I mean, listen to this. My wife's autograph, and good God. Oh, my God. Look, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know, man. I don't know. My wife? My wife? Oh, Jesus Christ. How about 818 Radio Graffiti? Good God. Yeah, we can't even understand you with your freaking Obama phone. I got somebody saying that they'll buy my wife's autograph for $150. Oh, wait, are you? Shut up! Shut up! Just stop it, goddammit! Just stop it! Just stop it! I'm serious. Just stop it. Oh my God. Oh no. Stop tweeting at me. Stop it. You bastards, man. You goddamn bastards. You know what? I'm not doing this. No. Give me the mic. Why? Look, there's some idiot that says that he'll ejaculate on my wife's autograph. Yeah. Screw you, you sick pervert. You're sick. Oh God. You people are sick. Oh, my God. Oh, my I'm not. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Shut up, man. All of you, just shut up. All of you on Twitter, why don't you all just shut up? And look, I've got Inner Circle members asking me, hypothetically, would Inner Circle members get a discount of your wife's autograph? Are you kidding? I know what you idiots are trying to do, all right? I know what you're trying to do. You're going to try. I can see this right now, you morons. I know you. I know you. I know all of you. Good God, man. You're going to try to pit my wife against me, aren't you, you sack of crap? You're going to sit here and y'all are going to buy a crap load of freaking wife's autographs to make me feel stupid, to make me feel less of a man. You fucking bastards. I know you. I know all of you. I know all of you. Oh, my God, man. You sick sons of bitches, man. Y'all are all a bunch of sick sons of bitches. I know you. I know you. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ. I mean, can you hear this? Can you believe this? Oh, my God, man. I don't even know what to say after that, man. My freaking wife. Jesus. And shut up on Twitter, please. Just shut up. Why don't you all just shut up? All of you want to just shut up. Jesus Christ, man. I'm at 403 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, Pro Honky here. Well, with all the demand and everything, with people offering $150 for your autograph, if you're a true capitalist, if you're a real capitalist, you should answer the demand and put your money where your mouth is. Offer them.
Oh, man, come on. I mean, come on. My wife's autograph. Come on, man. And, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Aside from it being a little freaky from some of you perverts having my wife's autograph, I don't like what you idiots are planning. I know you. I know all of you. You idiots are going to freaking buy the hell out of my wife's autograph to sit here and make me feel like an idiot. All right? You're going to besmirch me. I know you. I know you idiots. I know you morons. And I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not going to sit here and allow you people to make me look like a fool on my own show. You understand that? I'm not going to allow you to make me a fool on my show. I'm telling you that right now. You're not going to make me look like a fool on my show, you sack of crap. How about 559 Radio Graffiti? Jesus, what are you sticking a vibrator up your shit funnel? What the hell is that, for Christ's sake? How about 781 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost. Love the show. Shout out to you, the engineer, and the Capitalist Army.
Hey, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it, man. How about 213 Radio Graffiti?
And, Will, last night I found something very interesting on your computer.
Oh, no. Dad, it wasn't mine. I swear.
Oh, it's too late for that now, son. I know what it is. I found a video of some sort of animation of characters having sexual intercourse with each other. Unfortunately, one of these characters was not a human being. They seemed to be some sort of tentacle creature, some sort of octopus or squid. I'm not really sure what term I should use. And you see, son, I found myself to be at first horrified, but slowly I sort of became somewhat aroused.
What?
Yes, I was surprised too. What I'm trying to tell you, son, is I want more of whatever that was.
Oh, my God, shut this crap on. Shut it off! Where do you all find this sick crap? Where in the blue hell do you all find this sick, perverted trash? You people freaking need help, man. You need freaking help. I'm not serious. You got serious freaking problems. All of you. 610 Radio Graffiti.
Colonel.
610, you there?
But in this sizzling summer heat, I'm feeling a little extra crispy. My extra crispy $20 fill-up is freshly double-breaded and fried to a luxurious mouth-watering bronze. Extra crispy isn't just a product, it's a lifestyle. KFC.
All right, what is it, a fried chicken commercial, for Christ's sake? Oh, how original, you idiot. I'm telling you, man. I mean, what else? You know what I mean? What the hell else? What in the hell else? How about 919 Radio Graffiti?
Why did you beat the engineer again, Hambone? We heard it on the broadcast.
Why did I beat? What are you talking about? I didn't beat the engineer.
Yes, you did. We heard it entirely. He was screaming in pain. You better say you're sorry to him, Hambone.
No, why don't you just sit there and shut your stupid suckhole? All right, you're lucky you're not in front of me because I'd give you a slap. How about 651 Radio Graffiti? All right, what are you, tuning your guitar or tuning your harp, or what the hell are you doing there, boy? 352 Radio Graffiti. We got Scarlet Moon Radio Graffiti.
This mailbox is mine.
It's mine.
And this triagonal sign.
It's mine.
That blue balloon.
It's mine.
The fumes. They're mine. Ziggy's sweets are mine. That birdie's sweets are mine. The city streets of both of your feet, they're all emphatically mine. It all belongs to me. Everything that I see. North, south, east, and west. I correct it, 'cause I possess it. I'm stingy, and it's mine. And this instrumental break is also mine. The floor and ceiling are mine. All your feelings are mine. You always knew it. That's all there is to it. It's mine.
And I will show each and every one of you through power.
Oh, my God. Give me a freaking... But what kind of a remix was that? What kind of a remix was that, for Christ's sake, man? Man, I'm telling you, what the hell's going on here? All right, I'll tell you a couple of anonymous callers since everybody's getting all butthurt. They're getting their freaking panties in a bunch up their crack. How about anonymous Radio Graffiti?
This is Sparta, Radio Graffiti.
I am going to burn my freaking autograph. You know, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? I'm telling you this right now. I don't know what the hell. Burning my freaking autograph. Shove it up your ass, man. Seriously. Shove it up your damn freaking ass. How about another anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Ghost is a fraud. Ghost is a fraud.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, right. Your mother's a fraud, for Christ's sake, for shitting a fruity-ass dildo fagging fruit bowl like you out of her uterus pipe. Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here? How about 831 Radio Graffiti?
Oh, hey, Ghost. How's it going? You already called on me, so I don't know.
All right, well, let me hang you up on that note. How about 727 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. I know you aren't really supportive of me kind of having like a kind of, not question, but kind of talking about myself personally, but I have Child Protective Services coming to me within the next week or so. Do you know what I should possibly do about that?
Oh, what the hell for?
Well, I know it's a huge story. I don't want to talk about that much, but I don't know if you remember.
I don't know. I mean, what are they gonna take you away? I mean, what's going on? I mean, do you have any idea what the hell the implication is of that?
Well, it all started with my stepfather. I don't know if you remember. I told you, a while back, but now I'm with my dad. They just want to ask me some questions. I wasn't really expecting this, so I was wondering what I should probably do in this situation. That's all.
Well, just say yes or no answers and be very short. And if they try to curve you, because look, this is what state bureaucrats like to do, especially Child Protective Service bureaucrats. They're going to try to trick you in answering you or asking you questions that'll put you in a trap to make it seem as if possibly one or other of your folks has done something to you so that they can, pretty much act as though they're doing their jobs. Just try not to be lured by any of their hypnotic language dance that they're going to try to do to you in the questioning aspect of it, man. Hey, I'll talk to you later a little bit more about it, man, okay?
All right.
I don't want to necessarily bring this out here. It's kind of serious, and I'm sure all these morons are out here are going to troll. Shut up. All right, we got 250 Radio Graffiti.
Get away!
Awesome. Can you get me a drink, please?
I see some officers out.
Did you remember the handcuffs?
I see some officers. Oh, shit. Oh, Christ.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predators. Yep.
Oh, Christ, no!
You're free to leave any time.
Get away! Get away!
You don't want to touch it.
All right, yeah, real funny, asshole. All right, real fun. Shove it up your freaking poop chute, man. How about 805 Radio Graffiti?
Ron Paul for Treasury.
We'll see about that. Ron Paul for Treasury. We'll see. I don't know. Ron Paul didn't lift a finger, unfortunately, to campaign for Donald Trump, so I doubt that he's going to have any room in the administration, to say the least. How about 334 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Gus, just a quick thank you that a lot of your stock tips provided me enough money. I was able to recently afford LASIK surgery. Just want to say thanks.
Hey, man, no problem. I'm glad you got LASIK surgery. It's actually a very good surgery. So congrats. I'm glad that you're actually taking some of the stock tips, and making some cash, baby. It's what it's all about. Who else we got? 651, Radio Graffiti. Are you kidding me? Are you actually playing a recorder? I didn't even realize they still sold those, still made those, for Christ's sake. Are you kidding me? A freaking recorder? Oh, my God. How about 469, Radio Graffiti?
Fatality.
What the hell was that? Are you trying to mix me up with some freaking Mortal Kombat crap, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. As a matter of fact, Mortal Kombat, who was my favorite character? Probably Raiden, or Sub-Zero. Either one of those guys. Scorpion was kind of fun to use, but he was kind of weak. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this. How about 619, Radio Graffiti?
Hey, for anyone asking for Ghost's wife autograph, you guys already have it. Who do you think signed all the Ghost autographs?
Yeah, well, I mean, they want her autograph. They want Mrs. Ghost. They want a picture of Mrs. Ghost. I get it. But there's something a little strange about some of these sick-ass perverts having my wife's autograph that leaves me a little uneasy. I'll tell you that right now. It's obvious that nobody wants the recipe, so okay, fine. You want my wife's autograph? I'll talk to my wife about it. But look, I don't really think I'm going to do this. I don't like it. I don't like the implications of this. I don't like where this could go. I don't like that you assholes could go out and literally buy the living bejesus out of him and make me feel like a piece of crap. All right? Because I'm going to be honest with you, if my wife sold more autographs than I wouldn't feel very good. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right? I wouldn't feel very good. Anyway, let's. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
The first place to stop and the best place to shop is Kohl's Black Friday. Stores open Thursday at 6 p.m. with incredible Black Friday doorbusters. Get the PlayStation 4 or a 49-inch 4K HD TV for just $249.99. The Fitbit Alta is $99.99. And get $19.99 toys. Plus, only once a year, everyone gets $15 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. Kohl's. Select styles. Hours may vary by location. Doorbusters valid while supplies last or until 1 p.m. Friday. See store or Kohls.com for details. The first place to stop and the best place to shop is Kohl's Black Friday. Shop Black Friday deals online all week long at Kohls.com. Get $24.99 toys, $7.99 after rebate kitchen electrics, $29.99 diamond and crystal earrings. And stores open Thursday at 6 p.m. Plus, only once a year, everyone gets $15 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. The first place to stop and the best place to shop is Kohl's Black Friday. Select styles. Hours may vary by location. See store or Kohls.com for details.
I am going to be it fucking now. I'm gonna beat your ass, Charlie.
Hey, that's actually good. Aside from you trolling me about being in Vietnam, all right, that's actually a badass game. That was probably one of the badass, memorable games from Nintendo was Contra, baby. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, and start. All right. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Alex456 Poe, Radio Graffiti. I am gay for Donald Trump.
Inside me.
Take it in the paper.
The sun flies
You son of a... That's shit! You sick bastard! Goddamn sick son of a bitch! I'm telling you, there they are. There the damn sick-ass, twisted, sicko, pervert splices. There they are. There they are, for Christ's sake, man. Bunch of sick-ass, twisted, sick-ass, pervert, freaking splices right there. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. I'm telling you, man. These people are I'm telling you, these people are sick, man. These people are troll, terroristic, cyber vermin, for Christ's sake, man. Good God. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. And folks, people are still asking me for Mrs. Ghost's autograph. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. Look, okay, fine. Okay, listen. If I was to even entertain this, what's really making me draw back from this is because I don't want my wife selling more autographs than me. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want my wife selling autographs. I'm not joking. I don't want her selling more autographs than me. I'm just saying, folks. I'm just saying. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know how in the blue hell I would feel if my wife sold more autographs than I have no idea. I have no freaking idea. As a matter of fact, we got Karaskin in the house. What's going on, Karaskin?
Hey, Ghost. How much do I have to pay for your grandmother's autograph?
My grandmother's dead, Karaskin. I'm talking about my wife's autograph, man. What are you talking about?
I bet your grandmother's autograph is more valuable than your wife's.
What? Are you trolling me, Karaskin? Are you? God damn it! God damn it! The betrayal, man! Ah, damn it, man! I'm just freaking Karaskin trolling me about my granny. Man, what a bathhouse Thursday. Okay, are y'all happy now? This is a goddamn bathhouse Thursday, huh? Does that make you feel funny in the pants? Does that make you feel better? You turned this into a goddamn bathhouse goddamn Thursday. God damn it. I'm just harassed and talking about my granny. Oh, my God. You know, I've had... Oh, man, I don't know. I'm tired of this crap. I can't believe it, man. I can't freaking believe it, man. Give me the mic, man. Look at all these people. Man, folks, I am literally getting bombarded with tweets wanting my goddamn wife's autograph. I mean, why? Why? I mean, good God. Look, man, I'm going to be honest with you. You see, you're pissing me off so much. You're pissing me off so much. You're making me lose my voice. Look, I got to calm down here. Listen to me. I'm going to be honest. I just don't want my wife selling more autographs than me, all right? Stop it. Stop asking me for her autograph. Stop it. Stop. Good God, man. Can't you just stop, man? I don't want her selling more autographs than me. I just don't want her to sell more autographs than me, all right? I mean, is that okay with you idiots, huh? You stupid morons, huh? And you know, I know you morons. I know that you're going to go out there and you're going to buy the crap out of this, and you're going to make me look stupid. You're going to make me look like I know you. I know you. God damn it, man! I don't know how we got to this crap, man. Sell your wife's autograph and be a man if she outsells you. Be a man if she outsells you. What are you talking about? Be a man if she outsells you. This is my show, man. This is my show, man. I mean, this is True Capitalist Radio hosted by Ghost, man. If she outsells me, what the hell does that say about me? What the hell does that say about me? Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm only going to take a couple of more callers here, and I'm getting the hell out of here. You people make me sick. 213 Radio Graffiti. Helen Keller, deaf mute, for heaven's sake. Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? How about 614 Radio Graffiti?
Two things. If you want this problems with immigrants to end, stop giving them special treatment. Otherwise, they'll act like entitled social justice warrior brats like they have in Europe. On another note, Ghost, meet me at a shit-in and we can make a porno called Sinkers and Floaters. Oh, my.
Oh, good God, man. You know, I'm done, man. I'm done. Goddamn, stick a fork in me. I'm goddamn done with this crap. I'm done with this Bathhouse Thursday, man. I'm done with this Bathhouse Thursday, for heaven's sake. I'm done with this crap. I got freaking people asking for my wife's autograph. They're begging for it. I mean, look on Twitter. Look. Jesus Christ, man. I'm done with this show right now. Give me the mic. I'm done with this show. I am so done with this show, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm really mind-boggled that you idiots want my freaking wife's autograph. I'm serious, man. I know you. I know you people. I know that you're going to sit here and you're going to use this as an opportunity to make me look stupid. All right? You've all tried before, and you're going to do it again. I'm done with this crap. Anyway, follow me on Twitter, folks, okay? Politics Ghost is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, all right? Lots of news, lots of stock tips, lots of things to be followed. I'm also on Gab on the same name as well, folks, all right? And, of course, if you haven't already done so, please bookmark or add to your favorites the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Every one of my episodes is time dated and stamped and archived for you to download absolutely free right there at that address at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Hey, you idiots on Twitter, enough with my wife's autograph, all right? Enough. Enough of this crap. Enough, all right? I've had about enough, all right? Anyway, I'm going to be here tomorrow for a Baller Friday, and you better be here too, 4 p.m. Central. What is it, Templeton? What is it? What is it? What is it? See, Templeton already knows. What is it, Templeton? What's wrong? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Oh, my God. Anyway, look, we're already in, I guess the 4th hour here. Stop crying. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Oh, my God. Look, he's a spoiled dog. Templeton, stop it. Templeton, stop it. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why? Why are you crying? I'm about to end the show. You're prolonging me from ending the show. Stop it. What is it? Stop crying, Templeton. Stop it. Anyway, my dog's... All right, calm down. All right, I got to end the show. Calm down, Templeton. Calm down. Oh, my God, what a pathetic dog. You know, hey, enough, all right? Enough. Anyway, folks, thank you. Hey, enough. Anyway, folks, thank you for tuning in with me, all right? Follow me on Twitter. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. All right, and once again, the official website, blogtalkradio.com/. Hey, Templeton, enough! Templeton just wants to eat something. That's all he cares about. What is it, Templeton? Are you hungry? Is that it, Templeton? Are you hungry? You're hungry? He's hungry. Anyway, I got to get the hell out of here, folks, all right? Thank you very much for tuning in with me. All right, I'm going to... Stop howling. Stop howling. Oh, my God. Do you hear this dog, folks? Do you hear this dog? He's howling, for Christ's sake. Are you got to be joking me. You've got to be kidding me, Templeton. All right, calm down. Stop howling. No howling. No howling. No howling. Anyway, folks, my apologies on that. I should have ended the show already. I've got Templeton over here. He's sidetracking me. Once again, bookmark the official website, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, folks, once again, tomorrow is the only and last day, up until tomorrow, for you to buy the Meme Wars apparel. All right, go ahead and go to my Twitter account at Politics Ghost. all one word, no underscores, politics, Ghost, and click the pinned tweet on my Twitter account right there, folks, all right? Click the pinned tweet on my Twitter account right there and then, okay? All right, and hey, all you idiots on Twitter, don't tell my dog to bite me. He's just sitting there, he's howling, all right? You stop crying, Templeton? He finally stopped crying, good. Anyway, now let's go ahead and make this a real ending of the show here. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Long live the capitalist army, and death to feminism, death to socialism, death to communism, and death to totalitarianism. Oh, my God, Templeton. What is it? You don't like... He doesn't like communists. You don't like communists? You don't like communists, do you? Look at him. He doesn't like communists. Do you like Obama? Do you like Obama? No, you don't like Obama? Do you like Obama? Yeah, anyway, Temple. No, he doesn't like Obama. Anyway, I'm out of here, folks. All right, calm down. All right, enough. Calm down, please. Stop, please. Can you please stop? Can you please stop? Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Hey. This dog, man. Stop. I'm trying to get off the freaking show here. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with me here. All right, I got to go feed Templeton before he starts howling again. All right, tune in with me tomorrow for a Baller Friday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. And look, we're going to see about this wife autograph thing. I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason that I'm a little apprehensive about it is because I don't want you damn troll terrorists and cyber vermin to sit here and make a fool out of me and literally have you idiots buy like 400 of these autographs and literally make me feel like less of a goddamn less than a goddamn man. Excuse me, less than a damn ham. Less than a damn ham, for Christ's sake. You see what you guys make me... Damn it! I mean, you've got me mixed up, for Christ's sake, man. You've got me mixing words, for Christ's sake, man. Because you got me wondering, I don't know, should I sell my wife's autograph? I mean, you got me actually thinking about this crap. You actually got me thinking about this crap. And shut up on Twitter. I'm not a goddamn hambo. Just shut up. I'm not a freaking hambo. All right, I'm getting out of here. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, I can't even spoken right now. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm so pissed off. I mean, I'm so bamboozled by the reasoning why you people want my wife's autograph that I don't even know how to spoken right now, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I can't even end the show. I got a freaking crying, howling dog over here, for Christ's sake. I mean, I got a whole freaking all kinds of freaking listeners throughout the world that want my wife's autograph, for Christ's sake. I got troll terrorists trying to ruin my show, for heaven's sake. I mean, good God, man. Good God. Anyway, I got to get the hell out of here, folks. All right, you better be here tomorrow for a Baller Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. You better be here, Baller Friday. I'm out of here, boy.